Mooch and Crap. They talk about games and no drama smack. Search the web for media ties to catch these ponies in their lives. Look out, here comes Mooch and Crab. Are they bots? Listen up, they have Mountain Dew in their blood. NeoGaf, Xbox Reds, Crap's got 10 dog all over it. Hey there, here comes Mooch and Crab. From a tweet of Phil, Xbox hate will arrive like the Scorpio. Mooch and Crab, but just in time. Mooch and Crap, Mooch and Crap, zany gaming duel Mooch and Crap. YouTube game is their core. A thumb in is its reward to them. Xbox is one big hangout. Whenever there's a game out, you'll find Mooch and Crap.
Put the cookie down. It's time for MNC Mornings.
Welcome, everybody, to MNC Mornings, a special edition MNC Mornings, because we've got so much happening. There's been a lot of talk the past few weeks as far as gaming, developers, controversy, and we've got a massive giveaway. We're giving away a game that, you know, it's funny. It's just a regular game, but at the same time, it's a game everyone's talking about and everybody kind of want to get their hands on. So with no further ado, let me say good morning to Crap Gamer. How are you, buddy?
What's up, man? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, you know what? I want to also start off by saying, man, what a turnout by the fans to call in and leave voicemails. I have to let everybody know that we had over 40. We won't get to them all today, but if you did call in and leave a voicemail, you're on the Wheel of Wonder.
That's right.
So, and the good news is your voicemail won't go to waste because we're doing Patreon videos this week anyway, and so we're going to use the ones that are left over on those, and eventually those go live to everybody as well. So
that's right.
Everybody's going to get in on it. You're entered no matter what, as long as you call in. We got an influx of calls. It's fantastic feedback. It's really cool that we're able to get a new game out there, and that's kind of cool that you guys all reacted the way you did and left so many voicemails. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Jay, how many did we get exactly?
The numbers are inconclusive right now, but I'm saying over 40. So
I demand a hand recount.
Sounds like election night.
Yeah.
No, that's
It's
great.
inconclusive. We're pretty sure that it's over 40. So we
it's
do
definitely
have that.
over. It's definitely over 40. I've been editing voicemails for the last 12 hours. So no, it's all good, and I just wanted to say hello to everyone and thanks for showing up. And the response was overwhelming, and we're really, really, really happy that that people are taking this seriously and come out to watch every week. So thanks very much and welcome.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that it was also we apologize that we didn't stream Fortnite on Friday night, man. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what's funny, man? I got to be honest with you. I don't know what it is, but sometimes Fridays is a great time to podcast Crap, right? I mean, we enjoy it. We like to go right from Crossfire into it. But there's sometimes I get zonked right out because we do a lot of late night gaming here on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Because a lot of our fellow gamers are West Coasters. So a lot of Monday through Thursday, I'm up till sometimes 1:30, 2 o'clock. Don't believe me. Ask people like Sajibot, ask people like the Don, which, by the way, Jay, I'd like the Don to be known as Don the Dev for Triple D. We got to change that. Stat.
I watched that, and you guys are expecting me to do a new logo.
It's gonna just throw work at Jay on different shows. It's great.
Like, am I gonna have to give him huge breasts?
Well, I don't know. It's completely up to Don.
Yeah, Triple D's, huh? I've motivated some of those. True story.
As we let people filter in, this is fantastic. A little bit more of Crap. This is your life on MNC Morning. You have like a subtle guitar string in the back. But no, Crap. Listen, we got a big show today. We've got a lot to talk about, and we have a ton of voicemails. Right? There's 40 people that are going to 40 plus on the wheel, etc. We're only going to get to so many because it's a little over 2 hours of a show. But I did want to talk about the main subject here before we go right into our first voicemail, just to kind of let the audience kind of trickle in. Do you see what's going on? I mean, we've said this for years, but this has got to upset you and Jay, you as well, a little bit when you're seeing the news coming out. Even now, an article came out this morning. It's not new, but it was an article this morning that was posted. Basically, Xbox One X hardware already old because Killing Floor can't hit more than 1800p. Look, it's just the biased fake news that's out there coming from the gaming media. They just want to tear down the Xbox no matter what. and the developers, right? You've got Cliffy came out and said the things he said over the past week. It's all negative.
It's all about developers. You know, these developers come out there and they start really
developers.
Yes.
Developers.
Oh, Steve, man, I miss you, man.
Miss you, Steve.
Yeah, now we got we got the equivalent of Assassin running. No offense to Assassin, but we got the equivalent of Assassin running Microsoft right now.
Yes,
that's the joke. Yes.
That's the joke.
Yeah, and it's really frustrating because the Cliffy B thing, right? That bothered me a lot. He basically said that Microsoft are liars, and that any developer who said that they had their game up and running on the Xbox One X within, a couple hours to a couple days was full of shit. And so I think that, that pisses me off.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, I don't know if you see what I titled the show, but developers divided because here, let's leave the YouTubers out of it, right? You like this? It's great.
Yeah.
But they're divided because now you have Cliffy coming out and saying that all of his fellow brethren, and sisters that are developers are not telling the truth. So who do we believe now? Do we believe Cliffy B, or do we believe that Cliffy B may just be a bit salty because his game's not doing so well? And that's just maybe he picked the wrong platform. Listen, Xbox has been known as the shooter box, right? We actually got criticized for that all last gen. So why would you take a shooter and put it on a console that does better with the late nights of Edith Finch and all kinds of
a masterpiece.
What a masterpiece. I'm pretty sure that game came with 2 pills of Vibrant, okay? And a subscription to a year-long edition of Sanka. Listen, I don't know what in the world is going on here, but why would you put a shooter game on a console that praises itself on single-player walking simulators? I don't understand that.
I have no idea. There's obviously lots of rumors and stuff going around, but ounce of money, and they probably put that bet in on the PS4 because of the install base.
Right.
And really, realistically, Cliffy's made a lot of bad choices lately.
I think so too.
Yeah, like originally, Lawbreakers was going to be a free-to-play game. It was announced as a free-to-play Steam exclusive, right?
Right.
Then they changed that. Why did they change it? Because during the length of this long development for this multiplayer-only game, free-to-play games have gone out. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to play that shit. So now it's back to being like a budget title or whatever. But guess what? His idea maybe would have been fresh years ago, but there's a little game out there called Overwatch that really does it well. Exactly. You know what I mean? And Blizzard has voracious fanboys, and Cliffy B doesn't. Like Cliffy B, brilliant on him to talk about this stuff right now to get hype, ironically, a week before his game launches. But at the end of the day, hey, I feel like Xbox fans should know that this guy's kind of a douche, and he really turns his back on the Xbox community.
Well, what do they say all the time, especially when you're in business? You don't burn bridges. This guy has, and I can't believe. Here's the one thing I want to see. If anything else, if I don't see anything else, I just want to see the Xbox brass, the Xbox executives, just give him a bit of a cold shoulder. Okay, just like, how can you have this guy coming out saying all these awful things about your fan base, your customers? I don't want to see anybody from Xbox executive branch being like, can't wait to get home tonight and fire up the old Lawbreakers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I
would be pissed if I saw that.
I don't want to see it. That's the one thing I would say. Please don't do that. Let him be. Let him do his thing. Let him do his thing. Wish him the best. Hey, good luck out there, buddy. Good luck out there.
I don't want to see Phil go, congrats, Phil. Congrats, Cliffy, on launching Lawbreakers.
Yeah, congratulations. Can't wait to get home and strike up the old PS4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's just let him do his thing. He's insulted your fan base. He's insulted what you get up and put your pants on and go to work every day and do. Okay? He's insulted the box. He's insulted the people that purchase your product. Let's not praise that. Let's not give that any credit. So it is what it is. Let him go out there and let's see what he can do. Let's hope all 63 million people on PS4 buy the game. Hey, that's good. I'm all for that. Let them do great. That's fine. It's not going to happen. That's fine.
Nobody's really going to buy that. Come on, it's PS4. First of all, like that's not really known as the multiplayer.
Right. Well, look at Vince Zampella took a risk. He put all his eggs into the PS4 basket. Right, not quite as much, but he put all his eggs into that to cater to that, and you can see what happened. The PS4 fan base did not pick up his game and run with it. He figured, I'll get half of what I got from the Xbox folks, the hardcore Titanfall, and I'll pick up the rest from. But that didn't happen.
PS4 or bust.
PS4 or bust. That's right. What a great Vince Zampella clothing line. But yeah, you know what, crap? Listen, that's why I put developers divided, because to be honest with you, I'm not sure. Who do we believe now? Do we believe the Cliffy B developer fan camp, or do we believe the rest of them, like the Path of Exiles and the people that are working on Shadow of War, that are telling us that they're having nothing but a great experience and how quick and easy things are with the Xbox One X hardware? I don't know. I have no idea. Who should we believe at this point?
Well, I
lean more
would
towards
believe.
Path of Exile.
I would
folks.
believe because there's probably 10 or 12 that have come out and said, "Hey, we've got these games up and running
Right.
within hours to days."
Right.
You know, and so I would believe them over Cliffy B.
Well,
Cliffy B
listen.
is just—he's that guy. And look, good. Everybody cuts their own deal. He's Skip Bayless. We've heard like people like
Yeah, he's
Southbound
Skip
say
Bayless,
that before. I get it, right? He's stirring up controversy. I'm not an idiot.
Right.
You know what I mean? I get that. But at the same time, if you got some kind of voice in the Xbox community, you should
Right.
be able to let people know about this stuff. Because I have people messaging me all the time when they're not bots. And they're like, hey, crap, did you hear about this? You should spread the word about this. Like, a lot of people don't know that people send me stories and stuff to possibly do videos on, and I will do those videos because I feel like they want the voice to get out there, but they don't have the means. I have a little bit of means, so that's sort of like MNC Mornings, right? Like people will call in with their grievances and things like that. So I think that's awesome.
Right.
And for me, Cliffy B, I used to like the guy. And it's not just because he turned his back on Xbox. It's just the way he goes about it, like mocking Xbox fans is the thing
It's
that
the
pisses
mocking.
me off. Yeah.
It's the mocking because when you go from one company to another company, this isn't just him. Okay, this is anybody. This goes for anybody that's listening. You don't burn bridges. You walk into your boss's office, say, "Listen, I've gotten an outstanding offer to go and work for company X. Okay, I'm going to go over there." But at the same time, I want you to know that it's been an unbelievable experience and ride, an educational learning curve for me in this company. And I'd like you to know that in the event that something happens, that you'd be my first candidate to come back to. It's just that they're trumping your offer. And then you massage that out in the office, and you make it so that you don't burn that bridge. This guy, I mean, I understand what he did with Gears is almost like hitting a scratch-off ticket. He got his money quick. In a 10-year span, which is still, let's be honest, if you're going to make the money that he's made in a 10-year span, some people don't do that in a lifetime. So people are like, Moose, don't tell me 10 years of dedication is quick. I'm not saying he didn't put his time in. I'm just saying 10 years to make the money he made, some people don't make in a lifetime.
Yeah.
So, he got rich quick, and now he's just kind of like sitting there, and he got really arrogant fast. And he even took jabs at the coalition. When Gears 4 came out, there was a little bit of jab, and you can see it was just a little bit of like, risque behavior from somebody who was in the business, quote unquote. So, I don't know. Myself personally, if this isn't YouTubers versus devs, this is devs versus devs. And I'm going to take the dev side that say that the Xbox One X hardware is something that actually works with them and makes it easier for them to port. And listen, crap, you said 2 hours, 1 hour. I'm not saying that. I'll buy Cliffy's side of the story on that. But even if it takes him 3 weeks, 4 weeks, that's not a lot of work, especially when this game launches soon on PS4. We Xbox folks could have very easily waited another month. We had to wait till November 7th for the damn X to come out anyways. He has until November 7th to get that out there. And there's no way that port would take 4 or 5 months. So, he's clearly got an agenda. Let's just hope that enough people this past weekend and versus Twitter and podcasting were able to kind of expose him and say, like, what he's saying is purely out of some sort of hate or some kind of unjust feelings he has towards Microsoft and the fan base. We can't figure that out.
Yeah, I don't get it either. We're the ones that really kind of made him.
That's right.
What he is. So like nobody knew who this guy was. He came out with a good game with Gears of War. He struck gold.
Right, absolutely.
We supported it.
Absolutely.
Xbox gamers are the ones that actually, we play these types of games.
Still playing
the
Gears.
multiplayer stuff. Yes, like we are still playing. That's one thing, right? Like the PlayStation fans, they're always like, "What do you guys have? What do you guys have?" And then I'm always like, "Well, we didn't stop playing Gears and Halo and Forza, and you know what I mean. We still play these games." So I think that's the big difference between Xbox games and PlayStation games. PlayStation games mostly single player. You finish them, you return them to Redbox. Xbox games, you buy them and you keep playing them for months and years.
That brings up a great point, and I really want to start to get to our first voicemail here. But crap, you do realize that we went through a 2-month cycle where they were like, "Where's the single player games on Xbox?" I want to leave this with the audience real quick. Think about this for the rest of Sunday. Where's the multiplayer games on the PlayStation 4? And now PlayStation is taking an increase. PS Plus is an increase. So you're going to be paying more to play with your friends, but you're paying more and you have less multiplayer games.
Pay more.
That, my friend, is a you problem. Mooch, you couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Right. I love when Mooch contradicts me or doesn't.
Yeah.
Mooch just chimes in there. It's
Yes. Hey,
awesome.
we better get into some of these voicemails.
Yes. Let's do a voicemail, Jay, if you don't mind, because I could go off all day on these two subjects.
Certainly. We've got Netheles. Hope I'm
Neth.
pronouncing that properly.
Neth, good to have you back, brother. Good
Yes.
to have you back.
Hey, Mooch and Crab, this is Neth calling in, and I'm just going to say I've been a long-time listener, and this is the first voicemail I've ever left. The reason I left my voicemail today is, yes, I want to get a chance to win that Fortnite, because that does look really fun, but the real reason is I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting me on Twitter ever since, my incident where my house and business actually caught on fire, and I lost quite a bit of stuff. I came out of that fire with the clothes on my back, and my cell phone. I didn't have shoes, I didn't have socks, and I didn't even have my glasses. So while everything was going on, I see fire trucks, my house being burnt down, the roof collapsing. I was blind as a bat. Anyways, so I just really want to thank anybody who was supporting me on Twitter. Some people offered to send me their Xboxes. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. People were just messaging like, how are you doing? And some people even wanted to donate. They wanted me to form a GoFundMe, and I'm just thinking like, I've been raised where I just don't like taking aid, so I really do appreciate that you would even offer to do that, but unfortunately I just don't like taking money. That's just how I've always been raised. Even my father, that day they offered him about $600, and he turned it down. It's just the way we are. But either way, I really do appreciate that people thought enough to even recommend that for me. People were willing to donate no matter how much it was, and every tweet, every retweet, every like, it was just amazing. I'm eternally grateful for the community. I don't even care if it was PlayStation guys doing it. It doesn't matter. I'm just grateful for this gaming community, that people would come out of the woodwork, support a guy who has at the time probably had less than 60 followers, and I'm just still amazed. So I just want to thank you guys, especially. I want to thank She-Wolf, GKB, Noof Nukem, Xbot Mel, Next Gen 720. He was actually one of the first people I messaged, because he went through this something very similar a few years ago. And sometimes I appear on some of his shows, we do one on Mixer, and I've been appearing on Beastfire sometimes. And he told me, don't even think about the podcast, dude. I've been through this. Don't worry about it. And that was what I just appreciate it. And I just really want to say thank you guys, and I hope you guys have an awesome show, like always. Oh, and before I go, guys, Crap, I heard your little comment there on Crossfire. While I do appreciate you guys giving me a shout out, I just want to say to you, Crap, fuck you mean he bought a Mac. Let me tell you something there, Crap. That fire took everything in my house. But you want to know what it didn't touch? Want to know what didn't even scathe? It didn't even harm those iPads in there. I had Android tablets. They were fucked. I had a Surface Pro 4. The power button got melted in. But those iPads came out fresh, almost right out of the factory. You couldn't even tell it was there in the fire. So before I go, I want to say, go Apple, go American Ingenuity, and go Mooch. I'm Team Mooch for life.
Yes!
I'm out of here, guys. Neth signing off.
This is great.
That was great.
Man.
God bless you, Neff. God bless you, Steve Jobs. I know you're looking down on us.
How you doing down there, Steve?
Oh, he's doing great. He's above you. Look up. Look up.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. He sent pictures out. He's like everything that was an awful thing he had to go through.
Yeah, that was really bad.
But I've never met anybody with such a resilient look on life. While this was happening that day, for people that don't know, Neth was sending out pictures and being extremely positive at something extremely negative. I think we all, including myself, can stop, take a look, and admire someone like Neth that lost a lot of his personal belongings, if not all. Yeah. And to come back, and I hope he gets to 200% as far as I'm concerned. He's got my full support.
It was super sad to see that happening, but again, the community was really great. Really came together, wanted to help him out. Everybody needs help once in a while, so
that's right.
I wouldn't even feel bad about it. Like, we were worried about doing the shout out because we didn't want everybody to know his business, but yeah, that's really a troublesome thing. And yeah, Next Gen had to go through that some time ago, and it is always tough. You know what I mean? And hey, I'm a mooch maniac too. What can I say, man? There's no such thing as crapaholics anymore. Just
Yeah, crap. Listen, we were going through this off air before. I have never been approached by there's so many people on Xbox Live that write me. They're like, Mooch, big fan of your show. Am a crapaholic though, and then they get into their point. So there's a ton of crapaholics. They're just not as vocal. Crap. The GIF you send out with the guy sleeping and then wakes up, starts clapping. That's probably the best crapaholic because they're there. They're not always in the front row. They take up the entire back half of the auditorium, which is fine.
Yeah,
they're there.
Yeah, the crapaholics are the
Yes.
type of people that like they see me getting jumped. They're like, yeah, maybe we should help or do something, or I don't know. What do you think? Well, let's film it a little bit first, and then we'll
Exactly.
we'll put it up on YouTube. It'll be funny, and maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll help him.
Well, let's say, hey, look, and I hate to do this crap. You're going to be doing it to me because I talk too much. Let's get to our next voicemail. We have got so many.
Yeah, we do. We have only 50 left to go.
There's only 120 left, folks.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yes.
So we've got Xbox One 4K.
awesome.
Oh, good to hear from Juan again.
Hey, Mooch and Crap. It's Xbox One 4K from Anaheim, California. I'm just wondering, what would you guys do? Okay, let's say Xbox One X has green light, so it's ready to pre-order, and you are Aaron Greenberg. What do you do? Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll probably just start showing the games, like the games that already came out, like The Witcher 3 and Titanfall 2 and that sort of thing, and put them up against the Pro and show people what the difference is. So anyway, I want to hear from both of you guys. What would you do? Bye.
Well, Juan is really. I mean, I don't know. I take it away, crap. Because I mean,
Is he a
Juan-
crapaholic? Well, you know
He
what?
is a
Like
crapaholic, yes.
they have to show off. They have to show off the games on the One X. They have
Right.
to do a good job of showing people why. I still think that they're going to have to put out 4K monitors at some of these stores, right? Because otherwise, you're not really going to be able to. You're not going to be able to show off the differences enough. People see with their eyes. And that's what you're going to have to do. Like, no matter what. Like, if you got a 1080p TV or whatever. So I just think it would make the most sense to invest the money. You're Microsoft, right?
Right.
Get these 4K HDR monitors out that show off the Xbox One X.
Yes.
And when people see the HDR stuff, have them things preloaded with Gears, Forza, because the difference, which I'm sure you've seen it by now with HDR. I mean, have you played any HDR stuff yet?
Believe it or not, you're going to laugh, crap. I've had it, and I have played video games, but they're not the ones that are the HDR centric. I haven't played. I wanted to play Forza Horizon 3, and I've wanted
Jesus
to play Gears.
Christ!
I
The
know.
first thing you should have been doing is loading up a game with HDR.
I know. You know what's funny is here's the thing that kills me, crap. Now tell me about your TV for a second here, because I want to compare it. The thing about it is HDR gaming already set, or when you put in, let's say, Gears of War 4 and you're loading it up, do you have to go in your TV settings and activate game HDR? Or anything, or is it all
people
automatic?
do. Like mine, just like I hooked mine up and then I ran the diagnostic and it's like, you're ready to use this or whatever. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
it's different. But I hear some people have to adjust the HDR or whatever like that. For me, it was already looking like really, really good right from the get go. So.
So something else that you guys may want to take into consideration is that there are sometimes on a television, not all of the HDMI ports are compatible, so you have to make sure you're using the one compatible one, because I know that with my television there is only one HDMI, is it 2 or 3? I don't remember what the number is, but there's only one of them on my television, but I have 4 HDMI slots, so you had to make sure you use that particular one.
Yeah, that is true. I think now that crap, Jay, tell me if I'm wrong here. Is your TV a couple of years old?
No, I bought it last year. Well, not even a year ago. It's not even a year old.
The only reason I say that is I know what you're speaking of, and that was 2 years ago. The one that I just got, there was no indication that one was going to provide me HDR and the other ports wouldn't. But here, Saji bought in the chat.
So what you're trying to tell me is that I bought the poverty television? Is what you're trying to tell me?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because I have one that did that same thing. That's what I'm saying. But mine was 2 years old. That's a 4K. But the HDR wasn't available. But it said for true 4K, you had to use this one HDMI.
That's right.
I don't know what they were trying to, what kind of rug they're trying to pull out from underneath us here. But yeah, Saji, I'm going to talk to you offline about that because me and Saji both have the LG. Listen, I did go OLED. Crap gives me shit for this. I went OLED. The OLED 4K, folks, let me tell you something. If you're going to go ahead and make an investment into a TV, because TVs are something that kind of hang around your house for the better part of just under a decade, okay? It's not like you buy TVs like every week and a half. I say try to grab the OLED. I think the OLED is a fantastic. Maybe you have to wait till the holiday comes when the price drops a bit. But I'll tell you something. The 4K OLEDs, crap, the colors and the true black that comes out of it is amazing. It is gorgeous. So it is something to see. But Saji, I'll talk to you offline.
Man, ain't nobody got no thousands of dollars for that shit, man.
Listen to this guy, Mr. YouTube. Everybody, Mr.
Man.
YouTube.
Not me, man. Hey, you know what? You know what the funny thing is? No, man. It's like you reach into your pocket, man. You pull out a couple of quarters or whatever,
and
like
a moth comes flying out.
Yeah, it is. It's like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like here's the thing with that. Like people don't realize it. There's a reason why all these YouTubers like are doing Patreons and they're not doing them like we are for like that to help out the channel, to help out the show, particularly like what we do. It's not a personal thing. It's we needed equipment. We needed to make the show
but crap,
sound better.
remember something. You're looking at it from the angle of the YouTubers and the content creators, and that's fine. I'm not here. I'm talking about there's a lot of people, you know, when you see people watching all these shows and gaming related subjects, and there's 13, 15, 100,000 people watching with these views. A lot of these people are hardworking Americans and hardworking people throughout the world that come home and they actually say, listen, I don't do vacations. I don't do this. I don't do that. You know what I do? I like to watch TV. I like watching TV. And if you're going to enjoy that for 8 years, crap, I got news for you. You take $2,000 divided by 8 years, 365 days in each year. That's not a lot of money to enjoy what you put your eyes on every single night. There's people who spend $2,000, $3,000 going on vacation in 1 week.
Yeah.
In 1 week. This is something that's going to last you 8 years. See, folks, what people don't understand, and the Mooch always gets into, is a dollar is a dollar. It just depends on how you decide to stretch it. And myself,
I haven't been on
personally,
vacation since 2000.
Then
so-
you should have a 700 fucking 4K television in your house. No, it is what it is, folks. Everyone decide to spend your money the way you want, but I'm saying if you're a true gamer, try to look. You don't have to get an OLED if you don't want to, but you should have a 4K TV by the end of this year. Why not? And I'm not even talking about gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just every movie now, right? You walk into Walmart and Target, I don't care, Best Buy, there's a 4K Blu-ray section that smacks you in the face.
Wait, people are confused. I have a 4K TV.
Yes, he does. He was busting chops on the OLED. The OLED is where crap goes
I have a
off.
KS8000. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the money for OLED, that's for sure. I mean,
Nukem goes, you got money, and Sachi says, you guys got money for that VR crap.
I did, but I have to
Get
keep
rid of it.
You have to keep. I'm not getting rid of it. I use it like pretty much every day. But yeah, I know you're like so like I don't bring it up because you don't believe it. But I swear, I buy stuff and I play it. I'm Spider-Man too.
Oh no, I believe it.
There was like a free Spider-Man thing on there as well. So yeah, you know what I mean. Like I like all that stuff. I don't have thousands to spend on that, but I had money at GameStop credits as well, so I didn't like spend all that money. You know what I mean? I had some money already saved up in that.
Right.
So yeah, it wasn't as big of a deal.
People are yelling at you to return your PSVR.
I'm not return. Man, look, this thing. I love my PSVR.
God
right?
bless you.
Yes, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't talk about it much because it seems to
Heart.
tick people off or whatever. But it's a cool thing, man.
No,
I enjoy
it's
it.
not at all. And actually, to be honest with you, I'm glad you enjoy it. I think it's great because it brings depth to the show. Because I've tried it now a couple of times. And listen, I'm not gonna say it's not something you shouldn't try, folks, but it's certainly something you shouldn't own.
Unless
in
an
my personal opinion.
OLED falls off a truck, man, I don't know what to do.
Listen, and if it falls off a truck, it's probably not usable, folks.
Yeah,
it's about as thick as a credit card, the screen. So if that falls off a truck, I hope you got a lot of
I hear those
glue.
things can get burned in really easy and stuff like
They're
that too.
saying
though.
that crap, but I mean, here I am. I've only had it less than a week, and look, I mean, I'm gaming on it.
Did you get the warranty?
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, the warranty's a year through LG themselves. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. But,
Yeah.
I mean, after they have a refresh, too, on it. So, in case you do have it, it's not permanent. It'll go away.
Yeah.
But I haven't noticed it, and I'm only a week in.
Well, that was like the first HD TV I bought was it was a 720p Vizio. What the hell are those things? Plasma. Back in like
Plasmas.
2007, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
those things got really bad burning, but it had a white thing, like
whitewash.
a whitewash thing. Yeah, you could like pull over it. So I
Here's
still
the
have
thing.
that TV.
I
Somewhere,
don't think
but
there's a whitewash element on this crap, and I'm glad you brought that up. But see, what plasmas are a gas that are distributed out that kind of give those true colors. So, You don't really get that in this case. They're saying it's there, but even if you watch our ratings or our tings, however you want to look at it, they go through that and they're like, we found, if anything, when they left something on screen for hours and hours, they said there was the faintest, and they said an hour or 2 hours later, whatever clear mechanism they have that works behind the scenes, it was gone. So, I mean, you'd have to leave a freeze frame for hours. An hour.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who just hit pause and then, go to work all day. My only recommendation, if you're pausing a game, is shut your television screen off and leave your Xbox on pause.
Well, what's funny is when I was a kid, and we had a Nintendo and stuff, my parents used to always worry that it would ruin the TV.
Right.
That was always a thing. It'll ruin the TV, and I never really understood that. I understand it now, but
Right.
yeah, I like the OLED looks good and stuff. For me personally, I can't really afford it right yet, but hopefully, maybe one day. You know what it is that, and again, you gotta keep giving a shout out to Saj. He's the one that told me about it. I said, you know what, I just gotta bite the bullet and do it. Crap, TVs are flying. The technology is coming out at the speed of light. At some point in time, you have to say, okay, I'm gonna get it now, because in 5-6 years from now, 7 years from now, if the newest, greatest, and latest comes out, you don't feel so bad. If you keep waiting year to year, wait till next year, you're never gonna enjoy yourself. So, if anyone's teetering right now, go out and just wait for a good deal, but go out and get yourself a 4K television, for God's sakes. That's going to be the industry standard for a while. Even if you can't do a big OLED, 4K TVs are super cheap right now. You hear that,
Right.
Ryan McCaffrey? Super cheap.
Oh, he's got mouths to feed and a roof over his head, and he's got to
Yeah,
put
and his
gas in the
Tesla.
car, and he's got to buy sneakers. He was writing everything he was talking about. Everybody else on that panel has to do as well.
I don't feel bad for him because he's like, I got to do this, and I'm like, okay, that's life.
So do we.
Life,
Everything you said, we have to do. Yeah.
Yes, I got
So-
you. I totally
And
get you. Also,
that's his business.
I know. It's absolutely funny. Also, I wanted to point out that we've got a fantastic new skit that we're debuting today.
Yes,
Like,
well.
I am so proud of this thing, and you guys are going to love it. We're going to alternate between this and the top 10, or maybe depending on what the reaction is. If you guys really enjoy this, we might do more. But, man.
Crap's
we put
holding
so
it
much-
for ransom, too. So be
yeah,
careful,
I mean, you
folks.
guys better hit that
Be
like
careful,
button. I'm
folks.
telling you. I'm not overselling this. This is a legit,
Hit that like
amazing
button
thing.
early. Otherwise, crap, he's very brutal with releasing new material.
I am. This thing is so good. I just want to point that out as we're probably going to jump into another.
We should do a voicemail crap, because according to the Mucho meter I have here, this show should end right around 8 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, 58 left. Let's go.
Correct.
Who do we got, J-Dubs?
So we've got Virus H. So I apologize if I'm mispronouncing names, but we have so many names and people like to spell things so weird. So I'm going to call him Virus H.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Hey, Mooch and Trap, what's going on, guys? I love all your podcasts and try to listen to each one of them. Anyway, here's my question. I bought the Elite controller and was lucky enough to get one pretty quickly after the total meltdown of supply. Microsoft had said themselves they had no idea the demand for a $150 controller was going to be so high. For a while there were months of waiting for you to be able to get one. Do you think the issue maybe is they are holding off on Xbox One X pre-orders is to gauge the popularity of the X1X so they can see how many consoles they need to get made? Especially since they said they are shipping worldwide, unlike the OG Xbox One did on November 7th, and with Aaron Greenberg recently visiting China to advertise the X, and whoever else may be visiting other countries to show it off. Thanks, guys. Can I have Fortnite, please?
That's how you do it. That's how you mooch. Never hurts to ask. You know what? Listen, that's a great question, Crap. And I think that it's a great question, but I can put that caller's worries to rest. I don't think there's going to be any kind of shortage at all. I don't think that they were trying to see anything beforehand or anything like that. I think they were just having an issue with the FCC. They got that through. And I think they're going to have plenty of these things. What's your take on it, Crap? Do you think there's going to be a shortage? Anything?
I don't think there's going to be a
involved?
shortage. I don't. No. I don't think so at all. I think what it is. They originally had this plan probably to kind of keep some of the stuff secret, because once you file for some of that FCC stuff, it goes public.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason they were waiting on this stuff. And then now that it's happening, to me personally, it doesn't make sense to just up and go, okay, pre-orders are now, when you're so close to Gamescom. But I mean, who knows? They could just randomly go, okay, we're going to do it, because Phil did say it's not going to be much longer. But I think not much longer means Gamescom.
Gamescom, definitely, because they'll have a big stage to be able to present it. They'll have all the gamers' attention those 3-4 days. So why not just be like, pre-order now, pre-order now. Don't forget to pre-order now and get your free Xbox doily. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of different things that'll be coming out around that time as far as news and announcements. This is going to be a huge thing. People who don't think the X is going to do well, man, you cannot be more wrong. This is something that, because the media is beaten into our heads that the Xbox One has been inferior the past 3 years, Xbox fans will go out in droves. Anybody who's anywhere near a 60-40 in favor of Xbox is going to buy this X. Are they going to do it in the first 24 hours? Maybe not. Whoa.
Our phone's back. Whoa, holy crap.
I usually like new stuff on MNC Mornings, but I'm so grateful to hear an old familiar sound.
Gosh,
that was a great
so
sound.
Good. No more mooch and crap bat phone.
Yeah, the bat phone has been retired, folks.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? MNC Mornings. How you doing?
Mornings.
Hey, Mooch and Crap and J-Dubs, how's it going today? I got a question. Let's talk about Madden. Do you think they will lose any sales of Madden this year because they put Tom Brady on the cover? Now, everybody knows this guy has literally destroyed football with all his crying and bawling, and the son of a bitch is the biggest cheater in the world.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know what the heck they were thinking putting him on the cover of Madden.
John Thomas,
what do you guys think? Because I know for sure I'm not going to buy it, and there's a couple people else I know that's not going to buy it because of that jackass is on the cover. Thank you.
Hey, John Thomas, man, me and you are thinking the same thing here. I'm gonna get it just because I'm a football fan. I like Madden.
Yes.
It's the only game in town, so you're kind of they have you bent over a barrel. But yeah, this will be the first one using the what the hell is that engine that they use? Frostbite engine. Excuse me. Yes, it's still early, folks. So this, I'm interested in that. Obviously, it kind of sucks that, and I'm with you on this, Mooch, that the Xbox One X doesn't release in time to really take advantage of this. By the time it releases, I mean, the season's almost over. And
it's pretty much over.
I would probably have already played through a season a time or two. So, I'm interested to see the differences because obviously it's going to support it. I'm still going to buy it. I'm going to buy it digitally, though, just because that way I don't have to buy that stupid and have to look at that case, It's just I don't want to see the case.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I got news for you. I'm a New York Giants fan, so I'm in the NFC. You see, crap. Yeah, you whoever that caller was just really got crap all stirred up. Not even coffee's gonna be able to take him.
Yeah,
relax him a little bit. Listen, I think the game. That's the only issue I have is what crap just said. So I'll reiterate it. We'll get to our next voicemail, but I agree. There would have been nothing sweeter than to be able to put the new Madden into the new Xbox One X and see that graphical fidelity really pop. But whatever, it is what it is. Football season is around the corner, folks. We're 4 weeks away from really getting into it. I think September 10th is the first game. Well, that's the first Sunday. Excuse me. September 7th is the first game. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing NFL season.
Yeah, and if you're a Ravens fan like me, you're already dreading the pre-stuff that's going on because all your players are injured or they spontaneously combust or like
spontaneously combust.
It's like seriously, like I know you're not a Ravens fan, but you look and you see, okay, the top tight end blew out his hip for the third time, so he's done. He's retired. Joe Flacco, he's got a hurt back. You're like, what the hell? The running back, Dixon, that they drafted last year, really a good guy.
Good guy.
Boom.
Very good.
Gets his fucking, he's done for the year already. Their other guy, his leg hurts. Their center retires. He's 26. He's like, I'm going to go be something that have to do with mathematician or some shit.
Yeah,
like, who the hell?
He wants to do math.
Who the hell retires? You're making millions of dollars.
Right.
You're going to retire? Come on. Damn.
Right.
Shit.
No, I hear you. Like,
I don't know. Man, this shit always happens to my team, too, man. Ugh. It's bad.
I'm sorry.
And the one time I want the Madden curse to be real, it probably won't be.
Right. No, it won't. No, it'll reverse curse. So he'll actually win 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, maybe he'll be down like 56-3 this time and come back and win and fucking Falcon. I turned the game off. Like it was boring. It was 28-3. There was 2 minutes left in the third quarter. This game was over. I was like, this shit's boring. I'm gonna watch something else.
Let's get to our next voicemail, crap. You know what sports do in gaming podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oil and water.
Sorry, folks, but okay. Who do we got on
Tim
deck?
Doss goes, what's a football?
Sure, we've got Triple Cup Chuck.
And he's up.
What up with your crap and Mooch and J Dub? This your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And by Comic Con just passing last week, what comic book character would y'all like to see have his own game, and who would y'all like to see make it like how Sony had a Spider-Man game? Me, I would like to see a Flash game, and it be done by Remedy. You know, something similar to how they did Quantum Break, but have a little Flash elements in it. Well, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm out.
So wait, what was he saying about?
He was talking about superhero video games. Which one would you like to see adopted?
Oh, okay. Shit. Damn. Well, we've already had the good Batman ones.
Man, I don't.
You know what? I would say we need to get a good, like, ones that they're already making, which is like the Avengers stuff. Do you remember how, like, every time a superhero movie would come out, we'd get new superhero movie games, and then they stopped, and now I guess they're gonna make them, like Square Enix is making the Avengers one. Like, it just seems like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not have, like, they would sell a lot just based, I mean, look at the Spider-Man one. People are really hyped up about that. So get a good developer, which I guess that's what they're doing with the Square Enix stuff, and bring out a good Avengers game.
I would say almost make a Flash game, right? Make something like because Sonic the Hedgehog was fast and he collected rings. If you could actually have something where it was like a turbo, maybe a 2D scroller that was like insane, almost in the sense of like an Ori, but a speed character. I don't know. I'm really tapping into my nostalgic roots here. But, I mean, that may be something. I don't know. I have no idea what they could really do. I mean, it's hard when you're making a superhero thing. And I know you guys are all excited for Spider-Man. Everybody's woo-hoo-hoo. All right, great.
I can hardly wait to press A or press X and then
press A again or triangle.
Yeah.
Excuse me, there's no A. Yeah, it's
Really?
too much triangle button. But, you know, the thing about it is that, like, for some reason, I feel like once you get done getting going into that Spider-Man game, you're going to be like, it's just more of the same, a couple QTEs. And yes, of course, everything looks better with time. Look, movies have gotten better and better, but then when you get over the Michael Bay explosions, you need a little bit more substance than just the explosions. So, which is why the Transformer movies, great production, right? A lot of money goes into it, but you're like, And I think that's just the way a Spider-Man game goes. You know, it's just you're kind of like, well, this is going to be a great game, but at the same time, it's nothing new. It's nothing new.
I agree. MNC Mornings, what's up? How can we help you?
Hello, this is Sir X, man. I just want to say something real quick. Crap, a couple of weeks ago, you did a review and show of my favorite game, PGR. I just want to tell you, thank you for showing people that never knew what it was all about. I've been playing that game since the Dreamcast when it was called Metropolitan Street Racing. And I still have a copy of it. So I just want to say thank you for that. And Mooch for president. Let's go. All right. Thank you, guys. That's
My
it.
boy. Nice. He's great.
Mooch for president. But yeah, so I did a review on Project Gotham Racing 4 as a Throwback Thursday, and people actually liked it. It looks really good still, so that was pretty cool to go back and kind of play that and get to review it. So yeah, I appreciate that you checked that out. Not many people do, you know, like the reviews and such are. I do those for fun.
Well, somebody wrote yesterday. You saw it, crap. They were writing to me. They're like, I really hope you do more reviews in the future, Mooch. I've watched some of your older reviews and I enjoyed them. You know, here's the thing with reviews. I think crap just said it. I like doing them myself. I like to put a little bit of a spin on it and give you like my true. I take time on them. I know everybody just like rushes to get a review out. Like a game comes out on like Tuesday, and then all of a sudden, like YouTubers like on Wednesday night, they're like, you know, my review of such and such, and I'm like, you played it for like 24 hours. At least put first impressions. I sometimes come out with a review a little bit after. I know it's after the fact, and maybe you already owned it, or maybe you didn't, or you passed on it. But like, it's hard to get a true interpretation of a game in 24 to 48 hours. So sometimes I'm kind of I'm a little deterred to do a review because everyone just jumps out the gate and gets you know quickly is like, I like it, I didn't like it because of these three things, and believe me, bye. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just wait. But I don't know, crap. How's your response on reviews? I mean, do you get positive
it depends.
feedback?
Like, well, no, people hate me, so it's always negative. But yeah, so for me, it's like it's always kind of hit or miss. Like I remember when Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty 4 Remastered came out, all the sites were covering Infinite Warfare. And so I busted my ass and played through Call of Duty 4 Remastered in one day and got my review up before anybody else, and it did really well. And people were like, hell yeah, because nobody was really interested in Infinite Warfare. People wanted to know about Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And so that was like, a lot of people were like, hell yeah, you know, good review. So I remember getting positive stuff for that. Or oddly enough, if I do something like PlayStation, even though everybody's like, you hate PlayStation so much, but then when I give a positive review to something like Farpoint or the Crash Bandicoot collection or, you know, any of these games or Uncharted, then they're like, great review, man, you should do more like this. And I'm like, I always do them like this. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't really change. You know,
Right.
I like doing reviews because they're fun. You know,
Right, I
like-
think they're fun. That's my whole thing. I think they're fun, but I like to also be able to answer a lot about it. I mean, even Friday the 13th, I waited a week or two after it came out to do the review. I wanted to
Yeah.
play it and know what I liked or didn't like. I
Yeah,
knew what I
exactly.
didn't like going into it. I want to see if I could actually get, and I did. I ended up liking certain things about it. That's an interesting subject.
Your
too,
Friday
Kyle.
the 13th
Yeah.
review was pretty good too.
I appreciate
There was
that.
some, I made a cameo in the gameplay. I was Jason in part of that. So
Absolutely. You did make a cameo. It was
Yeah, I
great.
did. It
too.
was me.
Swing and miss, then you
Yes.
killed somebody. It was awesome.
yeah, so it was. So I wish I could have got that footage of where fucking I was chasing Dealer around the car for 5 minutes.
That would have been
Like
great.
that shit was funny as hell, man. That was a really good time. I wanted to play some Fortnite this past Friday, but I guess we'll have to play this Friday. But yeah, because I wasn't feeling that well either.
I just wasn't feeling well. And I don't know what it was. I caught up some rest. So yeah, crap. And you know, we can even pull a Mooch and Crap surprise stream. People don't need to, we just do a Fortnite any night this week, or we can
Yeah.
even, rock it sometime today. Whatever. It's your call.
Yeah,
Just let me know
that's
what
a popular ass game, man. So
It really is. It really is.
He's
Let's
like,
just
get
do
rid
it.
of the background guitar in your video. Let's hop into a.
Let's do a voicemail, J Dubs, if you don't mind.
Certainly, we've got Tony, the former pony.
Oh, it's been a while.
A veteran.
Hey, Mooch and Crap. Hey, Jay. It's Tony, the former pony. What's going on, guys? What up, chat? Hey, guys. Got a bit of a serious call this week. Player Unknown Battlegrounds coming to Xbox later this year, apparently, and we know it's not an exclusive, so all the ponies keep telling us. Not exclusive, guys. It's coming to PlayStation. But what I want to know is Xbox going to pull their lime green finger out their lime green ass and buy this damn game and make it an exclusive? The success of this game has been unbelievable.
Right.
And it's a console seller for sure, and it's probably going to sell consoles, being, I guess, a timed exclusive in a way. But why don't they just pull their finger out, like I said, and buy this damn game? Spend the money, do it now, draw up the paperwork, get the contract signed, do it now before the game gets even more popular, or before PlayStation signs the motherfuckers up, and make it an exclusive. Now I can hear you guys in the chat already, but Phil don't like doing that sort of stuff, Phil don't like it. He don't want to withhold a game from another gamer just because he's not on his system. To that, guys, I call bullshit. Because, god damn it, that's what they're supposed to be doing, selling consoles, It's a console seller, so fucking sign them up. And if people want to play Battlegrounds and it's an Xbox exclusive, guess what? All they got to do is go and buy an Xbox. It ain't rocket science. I thought this is what's been going on for years, You have exclusive games in your console, you make people buy your console, and you make money. More money, Anyway, guys, I just want to see what you guys think. Should they spend the millions and millions of dollars on this one game and make an exclusive, at least for the next 3 or 4 years, and make some goddamn money and sell some goddamn consoles? Even if you run this game at a loss, it don't matter. You're selling people a console, and they might buy another game or their Xbox Live or microtransactions or whatever. Anyway, shout out to my great uncle Cletus. I know he's out there listening, so shout out to Cletus and Yoshida. I'm watching you, buddy. Okay, bye.
That was great.
Yeah. Hey, Phil needs to get his head out of his ass. You gotta. I like what Phil's doing with Xbox, but you gotta get those marketing rights. You gotta get those timed exclusives. You gotta get this content that's on your console that's not on any other console. And sometimes you gotta spend money to make money. Bottom line.
That's the way it is. Listen, there's always something called a lost leader, and that's not the case with Players Underground. But I'm just giving everybody, everybody at Microsoft sometimes has to sit around and get a marketing 101 lesson. Sometimes you got to go out there and you buy something when you have a storefront that's one of your leading products. But what happens is you take a loss on it, right? So you go out there, you spend a lot of money on it, you get the price low. What happens is people walk in to buy that item because it's very hot. And while they're in there, they buy other things that you're making more percentage, more profit on. It's called a lost leader. I don't understand this. You take something like Players Underground, which has got 5 million people in a preview program on the PC, and you go ahead and you lock that down. Even if you lose a little bit of money with the money you throw at that developer, that is something that makes people go pick up the box. Like you said, now they're buying movies, they're buying games. Everything's going digital. So they're going to get all these digital sales on their box, all because of Players Underground. Maybe you even get some PC folks to come over and play it with some consoles, even if they're double dipping. They want to play with console folks because they're probably going to keep those two worlds separate. So my point is that like this is something that should be a no-brainer. Let's stop with this nonsense. All gamers are games and games are gamers and we should all hold hands. Stop it. Stop it. It's a business. Go to work. Put on your big boy pants and actually buy something. Make people come over and purchase your console on a purchase you made. And you know what? If they do it right, they don't even have to do it as a lost leader. They're going to make a lot of money on PUBG. So this isn't a lost leader. But I'm saying in the event that if you had to, it would still end up making you dividends in the end. So I don't understand. I understand we're not sitting at the big round table that they have up in Redmond. So there's things we don't know. And to that, I nod and tip my cap and say, all right, some things I don't know because we're not involved in those meetings. But this is just elementary work. And if Sony's doing it with their financial background, I'm sure Microsoft can do it.
Yeah, I agree 100% on that. Yep, 100%. Do it. Come on, Phil.
Oh, well, just when I want to go to a voicemail, I guess we're going to go
I know. Like, we're going to have 50 voicemails left. M&C Mornings, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, Mooch and Crap. I really like the show. I tune in almost every week, even today when I have to go to work. Watch the last half afterwards. About this Cliffy B thing, I think Microsoft, he offered it to Microsoft first, but they turned him down. That's why I think he's playing this shitty routine with us on Xbox. That's all I have to say. Good show, guys. And Mooch for president and Crap for vice president. Peace out.
Nice.
Why I got to be vice president? Come on, man.
Well, you know what, though? He makes a good point, Crap.
Yeah.
We're hearing more and more stories coming out where Xbox maybe did actually give Cliffy the cold shoulder.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I've heard a couple different things. I heard Cliff really wanted a lot of money to get the game on his platform or whatever, and Microsoft probably, being budget soft, were like, we ain't gonna do that.
Well, they're also going for PUBG. There is some money involved there. I mean, whether it's only a year exclusive or whatever they're doing with this time, they had to pay for that.
Well, they're getting so much advertising. Mikey Barra is on that game every other day.
Right. True. Yeah, no, Mike
Hey,
is.
Cruise Missile, what's up, bro? He says Crap Gamer for president.
Yeah, he's been saying
Vice.
it. Yeah, he's been saying it the entire show. We got a Crapaholic.
That's
and
what's up, man.
Fire.
Crapaholics. I love you guys. Hey, hit that like button because the rundown, I cannot oversell this thing. I want to get this thing in right when we hit like the prime time. Like, let's get us up over 200 likes, folks. Let's do it.
Yeah, new segment's called The Rundown, folks. I think you guys are really going to like it.
It is fucking phenomenal. J-Dubs did overtime work on this thing. It's got everything. It's got Mooch and Crap arguing. It's got cool graphics. It's amazing. Trust me, you guys are gonna fucking love this thing. It's gonna be fun as hell. So,
nice.
J-Dubs for press secretary, by the way.
Yeah, you're Canadian, so you can't be president. You
can't be president.
No, but I'll be press secretary.
Yeah, you could be press secretary. Be like, hey, what's up, eh?
Hey, yeah.
Mooch and Crap didn't get drunk. They just had 10 beer.
You only had 10 beer.
Yeah, 10 beer. That's not too
bad. S.
Yeah, beer.
Let's get to our next call. Crap, we got a ton of voicemails.
Yeah, voicemail. Let's do
Certainly, we've got the Welsh gamer.
Welshie.
The Welsh gamer.
Sup Mooch, sup Crap. Great show as always. Thank you for taking my question. Welsh gamer here. There once was a man named Odd. His whole life he had the piss taken out of him for that name, so he decided when he died he was going to have a gravestone, a blank gravestone, so that nobody knew what his name was. Problem is, everybody that walked past that gravestone always said, "That's odd." Right, with the laughs out of the way, just wondering your guys' thoughts on State of Decay 2. The zombie genre is a great genre in my opinion, and it's nice to see a game doing the zombie genre some real justice. I mean, I know there's a lot of great games out there with zombies in, but this is going to be a more realistic take on the zombie genre. I'm just wondering what you guys are looking forward to with that game, like what you're looking forward to do in the game, what excites you, if you're interested. Just wondering. Cheers, guys. Thanks for taking my question. That's the Welsh Gamer. Thank you. Bye.
Wow, you know what I thought was great? Well, by the way, Welsh Gamer's new upcoming YouTube guy. Definitely go check out his channel. But yeah, what was with those background sounds? Anybody hear those?
He had like a baby in the background or something.
Was that I thought it sounded like I don't even want to say it. I thought he was at an event. At first I thought I heard seagulls.
No, man, I don't know what the hell that was. But you should have like took away the rim shot and did a whirl, whirl, whirl.
Yeah.
Because damn. leave the jokes to us, sir. No, actually, good question. What do you think, Mooch?
Actually, believe it or not, I was dealing with the chat, so you were taking away. I'm always in chat on my. I hate when listen. I got to be honest with everybody on the show. I love when Crap's hosting the week because like I let him deal with all of the writing and this and that and keeping track, and I just listen to the show. I actually take notes now during the show, and so I didn't hear the Welsh. I did hear his joke about the blank tombstone saying that's odd, but don't bump. But I did miss the actual. I missed the question, Crap.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna hate this, right? So I heard the joke, and I was like, "Damn, that joke was bad."
That's
then
the joke.
Then I kept hearing some noises in the background,
Right.
so I didn't hear the actual question.
You know,
J-Dubs,
we need someone. Can someone read things back to us, please? We need. What is that called? The Steph, whatever it's called, Steph. I always say that wrong. So
yeah, hey J-Dubs, let's play that one again. Let's go ahead and.
I can probably summarize it for you. So
Okay.
Outstanding.
He was talking about State of Decay. He was talking about the zombie genre and how much he likes it, and he was wondering what would we want to see happen with the zombie genre and with State of Decay, and what types of things do we want to be able to do in this game?
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now. State of Decay has Mooch on I'm gonna probably end up purchasing it because I'm anything to do with zombies. I'm in. I'm all in. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a little concerned. One of the things that someone brought up to me, Crap, about State of Decay 2 is it's basically State of Decay 1 just bigger. And you're probably saying, what's the problem with that? Well, normally nothing, because that's what a sequel is. But my only concern in this case is the first time State of Decay came out, this was a small company. Microsoft has since basically taken them on as a little brother, funded them immensely. They've doubled, tripled, maybe quadrupled their staff. So when you see all of these plus, I want to see more than just a 4K version of State of Decay. Do you see where I'm coming from? Can you? Put
I
my
do,
worries to
but
rest?
to me, the main thing people wanted was State of Decay, but co-op. And as long as they deliver that, and it's a much bigger world, something like 4 times the size. So I'm completely good with that. No need to go and change the wheel into something that's not. You know what I mean? Like people wanted to play. Like whenever I play State of Decay, I'm always like, man, I would really love to play this with friends. You know, and they actually were able to achieve that, and so I'm very happy with that. Yes. I'll have to see how it turns out, but I love the first one a lot. I wanted more of that. Yes. So I have like no problem whatsoever with what they've done.
No, well, listen, like I said, it's got zombies in it on day one. Even though I think Days Gone may actually put me into a coma, I'll be buying Days Gone on PS4 just because I like that genre. That's my calling card.
Yeah. Zombies.
Zombies.
Yeah. I mean, I like zombies, but they're a little bit played out now.
I don't care for the zombie thing in the Call of Duty series. I don't care for that, but I mean zombies as far as the story, going through that. Like that's kind of neat.
M&C Mornings, what's up?
Please pull up to the second window.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, JD, Mooch, Crap, Even the Bunker here. Number one, Cliffy B can shut the fuck up. That guy is so ungrateful. He always bites the hand that feeds. I wouldn't pay too much attention to him about what he says about other devs because he's obviously spouting shit out of his ass. But
tell us how you really
what
feel.
I would like to say is obviously us guys in Europe, where Sony are concerned, they have put the price of PSN up, as you guys know, by 25% in our terms. It is ridiculous because they haven't said the reason why. They haven't explained if or anything they're going to add any more to PSN. It's an absolute joke. I mean, I'm done with Sony anyway. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of other guys in the UK especially who will feel the same way as me. But my real question to you guys is, Microsoft is, like Mooch was alluding to, I don't see any advertising about the X at the moment. I know it's a little way off, but they got to get more stuff out into the media outlets about this. They've got to really push home the benefits of the X. I mean, I compare the X to, this is my analogy, to the PS4 Pro as a Formula 1 car compared to an Indy car. Formula 1 car gets from A to B a lot quicker. It's a lot more powerful, a lot higher tech on it. And Microsoft need to push this, and as far as I'm concerned, they're not. The other thing is as well the big furor over Crackdown 3. I don't know how anybody can say anything about Crackdown 3. The game's not even released yet. It's not even out there. I don't know why guys just wait and see what the game's like, then have your opinion on it. Don't mooch about it, as you guys say, about Crackdown when you haven't even played the game. So that's my question, guys. Love the show on Crossfire the other night. The panel was great. The input was great. You guys rock. Fair play to you. Happy days. I'm out.
Awesome.
That was a good call, actually.
Great call.
Yeah, you know what? People bitching about Crackdown, I say just chill, let the game come out. You don't hear people bitching about, the main thing is like, and this is a good point that I think you made on Crossfire, when people are like, it just looks more like Crackdown. You don't hear people go, Uncharted Lost Legacy just looks like more Uncharted.
Right.
Or Gran Turismo Sport just looks like more Gran Turismo. Or Knack 2 just looks like more Knack. Or, you know what I'm saying? Persona
Right.
5 looks like more Persona. Like, you don't hear people say this shit. It's only on Xbox games that they say this stuff, right?
Right.
So that I automatically throw that shit out the window. Let's wait and see what the game brings. We've got plenty of time. As for the Xbox One X marketing, they can't really market it right now because it's not available for pre-order, so I think it'd be a waste.
I'm not necessarily fully on board with that. I get
You're
it.
on board. Get on board. I'm telling you, man. Come
crap,
on.
Look, you've said it yourself a million times. Why is spreading the word? It can't hurt. It can't hurt.
Well,
Like,
if you can't pre-order, like, what's the point? People are going to be like, oh, and then forget about it.
Yeah, but it's the same thing like what they do a Detroit Auto Show every year. They show cars that are 2-3 years out. Should we not see that? This is coming down the pipe, folks. We're talking about a pre-order that's going to be available in 3 weeks, not 3 years. Like, why not show this thing? Get people amped. Like, get people amped before they can even, like, which a pre-order is basically a fake placeholder. You know, I mean, it's fake. You go down, what do you plop that? It's $50. It's $50 if you go into GameStop to actually hold it, and it's $0 on Amazon. Right? It's fake. It doesn't mean anything. If you actually don't give the full value of the money out of pocket, I don't really see this as a big deal. But
Well, in a lot of places, yeah, you
advertise it.
do have to put money down.
Yeah,
you know.
the brick and mortar you do.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I usually go to GameStop for them because they do the rewards package between the Switch that I got this year, the Pro that I upgraded to from the vanilla, and this, I can pretty much get like 2 or 3 free games because of the points I've built up in 3 consoles. You got to understand there's some kind of worth there, and everybody has a different worth. Best Buy does a clause. They have something that's very cool. Amazon, I don't understand why everybody does so much business with Amazon. Amazon doesn't give you anything. So they're like, hey, we're Amazon.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So I guess the one thing is you don't have to get up and go get it. But other than that, it's kind of, you don't get any perks with Amazon that I can think of.
Yeah.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you guys, but we're getting a live satellite feed coming through now. I'm not sure how long I can hold it and how long the signal's going to stay strong. So
Okay.
you want to
Present. Yeah, there we go. Let's go.
I'm already on it. I know. Let's do it.
Did oh shit.
Oh, it's coming through now.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Didn't know you guys were here. Sean Murray told you tell me when I get satellite feed for MC Mornings. I wasn't ready. This is Yoshita from Yoshita Gaming News. Wanted to say hi to MC Mornings today. Don't have any questions for you except for the Crap Gamer. I myself have a guest on top of my Sony studio. Her name is Naomi Kyle, Crap Gamer. Trying to steal my woman? Oh, would you like to say hi, Naomi Kyle, to Crap Gamer? Hi, Crap Gamer! She says hi. How you doing? Do you want to go on a date? No, Naomi Kyle, don't cheat on Yoshita. Jesus, shut up, woman. She's Minecraft Gamer. Stop hitting on her, okay? Don't look at pictures of her anymore either. Let's do picture pages now. Let me get out my Sony crayons. Where are they? There's my Sony crayon. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Right there. Let's do a graph. I released my Sony ShitStation 4 with no games. Sales. I have no EA access for my customers. Sales. we went down a little here, actually. We don't do preview program sales. We don't do backwards compatibility announcement sales. Jesus, this is gonna be a big graph. Let's start another one. What else don't we do? Our customer support sucks sales. We released the ugliest console in history with triple cheeseburger PS4 Pro sales. You don't get what I'm saying. Graph, get out of my way. What I'm trying to say is my customers are kind of loopy a little bit, and that's all I have to say. Let me erase this and I'll say goodbye, because I want to show you my new Yoshida hat got own Wheel of Wonder. We all know it's rigged, so I got my own. There you go. Wheel of Wonder. I want to say goodbye, Naomi Kyle, the crap gamer. My crap gamer. Okay, we'll see you next Sunday.
You're listening to MNC in the Mornings. As always, remember, you can't take anything they say seriously. It's just jokes. Jokes performed by YouTube professionals, and usually the joke's on them.
Well, let me tell you something. The great Yoshida to do something so nice and take his time to visit us today.
Yes.
You were the star, crap.
I was. I mean, he did
Really
have
went
Naomi
after
Kyle,
you.
you know,
Yes.
which was funny because me and Mooch always go back and forth a little bit. I'm Team Naomi. He's Team whatever the hell that girl's name is. Alana.
Thank you, yes.
Which, yeah. But
Hey,
I had showed
listen.
you a picture that changed your mind a little bit.
You
but I'm just
did.
saying.
That was interesting. That was interesting.
Yes. So we do have that. We always have that back and forth a little bit there, and one day we might do a little something with
Jay,
that.
great picking up on that feed live from Yoshida Studios. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got some really high tech equipment here, so thank you.
It's good. It's very cool.
Yes,
very cool.
we're very blessed
Hey.
to have that. So
Crap, you know, we got Super G on deck, and is this his first time calling in, Jay?
Yeah, this is his first time.
I'm excited
first timer.
to hear from a first time call in because Super G's big on Twitter. He talks to a lot of Xbox fans. Great guy.
Good morning, Mooch and Crap. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, MNC World. It's your boy Super G on Twitter. It's my first time calling in. And I just called because I had a question. Just something I was just pondering on and wanted to see what you guys think. Do you guys think that the PlayStation 4 is selling so much, the 60 million that's out there, do you think it has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of the Xbox customers are actual gamers and we game because we love it, and that we own both consoles, so we're double dipping? So not only are we part of the 30 million that's out there of Xbox, we're also part of the 60 million, which is probably helping that number, you know, astronomically. So, I mean, this is a question. So what do you guys think? I'll let you guys later. Out.
Mooch, you.
No, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're the crap gamer. So I mean, I would like you to.
What was his question? Summarize, because I was like writing something down.
That's not fair. That's not fair that we constantly are writing during these great. Jay, give Super G the benefit of the doubt and play him again. Let's give him that.
Yeah.
Super G's a big fan of his.
Good morning, Mooch and Crap. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, MNC World. It's your boy Super G on
Love
Twitter.
the MNC World.
It's my first time calling in. And I just called because I had a question. Just something I was just pondering on and wanted to see what you guys think. Do you guys think that the PlayStation 4 is selling so much, the 60 million that's out there, do you think it has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of the Xbox customers are actual gamers and we game because we love it, and that we own both consoles, so we're double dipping? So not only are we part of the 30 million that's out there of Xbox, we're also part of the 60 million, which is probably helping
True.
that number, you know, astronomically. So, I mean, this is a question. So what do you guys think? I'll let you guys later.
Actually, that is a good point that he
Yeah.
brings up, and thanks for calling in your first time. Sorry I didn't. I was trying to write it down earlier, but yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. Most Xbox fans, I can't think of any that don't own a PS4. Like myself, Mooch, I know J-Dubs doesn't, but most of us own both. And I think that that's interesting because when you look at like some of these hardcore PlayStation fanatics, most of them don't own Xboxes. They're just like, I've got a PC, so I don't really need an Xbox. You know,
Right.
Yeah, and again, apologies for not listening like the full way through. Like people don't understand that there's multiple things going on behind the scenes here. Like I've got the chat open. I'm trying to write stuff down. I'm you know what I'm coming up with. So it's always like, you know, apologies if I don't understand it on the first way.
Well, a lot of times too, you got to remember something too. I think what a lot of people don't understand in the chat too is they always expect it to be just question and answer. A lot of people are like, "Hey, first time calling, blah blah blah. This and that's going on. Hey, I went to the store, I noticed that. Hey, by the way, my question is," and then the question is very subtle. It's like, "Well, I was walking by. Do you really think Xbox should stay in green or should they change their logo?"
Yeah, it's not like do you like black or is black your favorite color? Yes or no? It's always like, so yeah, I was going by and then like the night was kind of like this grayish color and you know.
What do you guys think about the grayish tint on a grayish like slab of, you know? It's like, you lose track of what the question is because you're so into the story. But I think Crap answered it great. Super G, thank you for that call.
Yes, great call. You know what? Like we buy stuff, we support I own everything. That's what I always say. Like the PS4 dudes that like hate me, I own more PS4 games than them. I own like the PlayStation VR. I got a Pro. I've got a regular PS4. I've got a Vita. I mean, I own all this shit. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's just like it's gaming is gaming.
I do find that a lot of Xbox gamers Crap have a PlayStation. I find a lot of PlayStation owners don't necessarily have an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly.
That's there's your number differential for a large, not the whole. That doesn't make up the whole 50%. But that's a lot of what you're seeing here, folks. Is like, look at all the people that are pro Xbox, right? We're Xbox fanboys. But we all have PlayStations.
Yes.
When you go to a PlayStation site and you talk to them, you're like, "Do you have an Xbox?" They're like, "No, why would I?"
Hey, hit that like button. We're closing in on the rundown. We need to get over 200. I'm going to say that, man.
Over 200, folks.
Yeah, well over 200. Everybody hit
outstanding.
that like button. Trust me, you're going to love this stuff. MNC Mornings, what's up?
Yo, Mooch Crap. What's up, guys? I don't have a question, man, but I was just watching the Yoshida thing. Man, that shit was funny as hell, man. I'm over here laying down laughing my ass off, yo. And I got one thing to say. You know they have the IGN show on Big Disney XD? Well, guess what, man? They need to kick that shit off and put you guys on that, man. There's some real gaming show on TV, man. And like I said, man, that shit was funny, man. Go to work, man. Keep it up.
No, that was awesome. That's great to have someone just call and be like, "Yo, I'm loving the show." You know what I mean? It's okay to actually just call in and say you're loving the show. It's definitely a good B12 shot. Keeps the adrenaline rushing.
It is,
for us,
man.
you
It
know?
is, and yeah, like I haven't saw their show yet, but I know that Alana and Naomi are both on there.
Oh,
interesting, huh?
Yes,
that is.
Yes,
that is,
without the oops.
Yes, that is very interesting. J Dubs. Oh, we've got an old friend on deck. Like I said, hit that like button.
Hit that like button, folks, and enjoy this call in.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Mooch and Crap? I want to thank you guys for giving me 12 months of EA access. Thanks a bunch. I was just wondering, what third-party shooter this year do you guys think will show off the Xbox One X's power the best? World War II, Battlefront 2, or Destiny 2? Okay.
I think that's easy, man. Battlefront 2.
Yeah,
Battlefront
we talked about
2
it. We talked about it on Xbox Nation.
Yeah.
And I think that Battlefront 2 is going to be the say all end all as far as the graphical capability.
Yes.
I do think that Call of Duty World War II is going to surprise a lot of people. Crap.
Yeah, I think it's going to look good as well. Like I like the look of it, the throwback. Obviously, anytime you have the ability to do like the lusher environments and things like that, I think that that's always going to be pretty damn cool because it's going to show it off. Like one of the things, like people are like, look how good Uncharted looks. Anytime you do jungle environments and the greens and that kind of stuff, it really pops. And so I think that's going to give it a chance to really, really look good. But I still think that Battlefront 2, obviously, it's using DX12. It's going to be using full advantage of the Xbox One X.
Right.
Where Activision hasn't even confirmed that they're going to use Xbox One X.
Well, they got to be careful. You know, like I said, people don't seem to understand this. And if people want to just, make these false claims, that's fine. People go, Mooch, how do you know? Show me the documentation. Look, the Pro comes out. There's always a Pro version, right? We know every game that comes out is going to have a Pro version. If you can't turn around and say there's not going to be an X version. That's why people are like, you don't even know. Destiny might not even support the X. Of course it will. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I mean? Stop
Well,
taking all that
maybe,
adrenaline and like just take a smelling salt and relax. It's definitely going to happen. It's just a matter they can't talk about it because Call of Duty and Bungie, you know, the game developers are under contract, so they can't sit here and be like, you know what you should do before it comes out? Buy the people that didn't give us money's console version. It's
Not
gonna
only
be better.
that, but here's the thing with Destiny 2, it launches months before the Xbox One X. They're not going to be like the best version on the console is going to be the Xbox One X. So don't buy our game when it launches. Wait 2 months, buy it on Xbox One X. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
It's counterproductive. So I could
Another
see
thing where we said was a bit of a problem crap with the whole wait until November 7th. But what are you going to do?
Hey, TLR9 says, Crap Mooch, try Lawbreakers beta this weekend on PS4 Pro. It sucks balls.
Is it free this weekend?
It is. This weekend it is. Like you could
Probably
download
should. We could try do a stream crap. Me and you are so great at PS4 betas, right?
The
We get
problem
such a
is, like, yeah, I
audience.
mean, you could even stream it, but then people couldn't fucking hear me anyway because that voice chat is so bad.
That's true.
Like, I remember it was like I had to, like, I don't know what the hell the deal was. It was the weirdest damn thing. And I have a Turtle Beach. So the same one that I'm using now, I use it on my PS4. So, like,
Yeah.
it sounds good now. I don't understand why it doesn't sound good there. It's weird, so.
Yeah, I can't figure that out either. Let's hit another voicemail up. We do have a ton to get to.
Yeah, only 58 more. It's
That's
okay.
So we've got a new caller, son of Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. Okay.
Hey, what do you guys think about the 1 terabyte hard drive that's coming in the Xbox One X? A lot of controversies going over it being too small, and people are wanting a 2 terabyte, which we're all sure that they will be bundling that later on. But it's a standard 1 terabyte starting out, which the PS4 Pro comes with. Now, granted, the PS4 is interchangeable to where you can actually swap out a internal hard drive. You have the option for external with Xbox One. Why is it that gamers are not pressing for this? You know, I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts and feedbacks on that, because in my opinion, external is the way to go, because you can pack it up and take it with you wherever you want to go, to a friend's house, and play your games on there. If you got a save game that you want help beat or something like that, you just take your external hard drive over to their house and, hey, you know, friendly it that way. But a lot of games these days are online multiplayer with co-op campaign. But, you know, let me just get you guys' thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first part of his question that we should tackle, crap, is, you know, why didn't they do a larger hard drive? It's cost savings, keeping that money down.
People already bitched about the $500.
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, they're probably assuming that a lot of the people that are buying this are upgrading from either the S or the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that it's going to be interesting to see, like, you could just plug and play. So that's what I'm doing. Like, I have all mine on external. I'm just going to unplug those and plug them into my X, and I'm good to go. You know?
Yeah. So what you're saying, crap, is you don't really utilize the onboard hard drive.
Not on this one, because when I originally switched over from my launch Xbox One,
Yes.
it took a long time.
Yeah.
To switch everything over. So I was like, I'm not even going.
Well, I have a 2 terabyte Xbox One downstairs, and then upstairs I have the 1 terabyte S, and I have the a 3 terabyte external. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably grab a 5 terabyte or more when the X comes out, just so I mean, that's gonna cover me for a large portion of this generation. So I'll be okay with that. I mean, you guys just have to realize that crap has, now that he's stopped collecting physical discs, he's now collecting hard drives.
Yes.
So so now he's just got different hard drives on his mount. That's great.
Yes.
Put that above your fireplace, crap. That's a 3 terabyte, a 5
Yeah.
terabyte, and an 8 terabyte that's on the way.
I've got 3
Yeah.
externals behind my my entertainment center. 2 on my Xbox One and 1 on my PS4 Pro. So
Right.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I mean-
Very cool.
Hey, but at least I don't gotta fuck with anything. You know what I mean? Like on the Pro, you gotta take it apart if you want to switch the internal, and you can only put a 2 terabyte in there to begin with. So
Mhm.
to me, it's just much easier just to add on or whatever.
We do
MNC
have a
Mornings.
caller. Yes, we have a caller.
What's up? Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hey, Phil. Yeah, I saw what Cliffy's been saying about the Xbox. I think he's pissed off because I forgot to get him his check.
Is this Cameron?
Yeah, I know. Nobody
Cameron
knows what the
Collins.
hell Lawbreakers is either. I mean, people just been playing Overwatch for the last year, so who really gives a damn? But still, he did give us some pretty awesome stuff back in the day. What? No, Phil. I mean, I thought you were a nice guy. Why you keep saying fuck Cliffy B? Hey, man, if you hate him so much, can you use that energy towards the PlayStation? I know, fuck Sony too. Man, you got to stop with the nice guy act then. Hey, Phil. Jeez, Phil, you can't really be saying that on the phone, man. You might not know who's listening. All right, Phil, calm down, buddy. Calm down. I know that you're sick of everybody cursing you out after we done stuff with them. Yeah, just I'll deal with it. I'll deal with Cliffy B. All right, later.
That was Calvin.
Is his name Colin?
His name's Calvin.
Colin.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
see, I was right. Yeah. I'm right. Fuck yeah.
Did you even say Colin the first time? I thought you said.
Yeah, I was like, isn't this Colin?
I don't even think you said that. That's hysterical.
I said Colin. I was like, yeah, this is Colin.
We don't have a parting gift for you this week, though, Crap.
Yeah, that's.
My apologies. Great call, Colin. That's
Yes.
awesome. Loved it.
Good stuff. We got to dive right into another voicemail.
Yes, we do.
Who do we got?
We've got Snotty Kleenex.
Great.
Always great to hear from the Snotty Kleenex.
Snotty
Yes.
Kleenex, yeah.
Morning, Mooch Crap. This is Snotty Kleenex. I was going through backwards compatibility for the Xbox One, and I noticed Fable 2, Fable 3, but no Fable 1. I was wondering if they were maybe rebooting the series, building it from the ground up, coming out with some new gameplay mechanics, new story, adding 4K, 60 frames, HDR gaming. I was wondering what you guys' thoughts were on that. And by the way, I'm a first-time caller and proud supporter of the channel, and you guys do a fabulous job. Keep up the good work.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. Actually, it's great to hear somebody actually call in and be a Patreon subscriber, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, if you guys want to support us on Patreon,
that's a good
link
time
down
to do an
below.
ad. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, J-Dubs, can you run our Patreon ad? Maybe people would like to see that, how they can support us and help us make it a better show.
Definitely.
And keep us on iTunes.
And while we're doing that, folks, hit that like button. Well, your Craft's holding this thing ransom for well over 200 likes.
Yeah, let's try to get 250 before we show off this new thing.
But I do want to get back to his Fable question, because I do think Fable 1 not being part of back compat is a big deal.
After we get through this commercial.
Yes.
Do presentation. Hey everyone, Crap Gamer here from MNC Mornings. You know, we've gotten a lot of fan feedback right from the beginning, and one of the things that the fans always asked was in what way could they help support MNC Mornings. Now we have an outlet with Patreon, and we certainly have the fans and the fan support to help make MNC Mornings one of the most successful gaming-related shows ever. We believe we truly have a unique and quality show that entertains casual gamers and hardcore gamers alike. Mooch, Jay, and myself, we have an unmatched chemistry, and that plays extremely well off one another. Supporting us on Patreon will enable us to put our shows on iTunes, Google Play, and other various platforms that might be more accessible to you, the fans. It will also allow us to interact on a more personal level with supporters and fans. As a bonus, it'll help us to offer some truly amazing giveaways and prizes for the show. We'd love to be able to make this show as successful as we possibly can, and to do that, we'd like to ask your help. There is no MNC Mornings without each and every one of you, so please remember that. We've brainstormed great Patreon rewards that we feel add even more interaction between us and all of you. MNC Mornings is your show, and it's always been directed by you. It's a forum for the little guys, the people who have a valid opinion but might not have a big outlet to express themselves. Let's face it, there's a lot of gaming podcasts out there, and I'm proud to say that this is all of ours. And I feel like together we can achieve something really, really special. We're doing this for the fans. The support has been absolutely amazing. Even months after the initial final show, we still get messages asking us to bring it back, and we've heard those requests loud and clear. MNC Mornings won't go quietly into the night. No, it will not. We'll keep fighting the good fight for a better and more balanced gaming media. A wise man once said, "Be so good that they can't ignore you," and that's the plan. Maybe one day MNC Mornings will be able to broadcast from PAX or E3, and that'll be a group effort from the fans and friends of the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your support. You, the Mooch Maniacs and Crapaholics, have spoken, and we have listened. You wanted more MNC Mornings. You wanted more interaction with Mooch, Crap, and J-Dubs. You wanted more Let's Plays with Mooch and Crap, and you wanted more prizes and giveaways than ever. And we are happy to oblige. Starting from today or the very near future, we at MNC Mornings will be making your wishes a reality. And after all, you're the customer and we aim to please. We want to bring new ideas and fresh concepts to the forefront. And in order to do that, we need support and capital to make that happen. What we have planned will entertain you and hopefully have you coming back for more. With your support, we can make MNC Mornings everything we want it to be and hopefully everything you've come to expect. So thank you so much. Well, that was great. Jay, we should go right into a voicemail because as great as that is,
Hold on.
Really want to get...
I just want to say the Fable thing real quick.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think that they are rebooting Fable. I think that that's something that they're currently working on, and I think that they're gonna make. I think some of them are backwards compatible. I think 2 and 3.
Well, that's what he's saying. 2 and 3 were, but the reason 1 isn't, I think, is because they're waiting for this big to do. You know,
it could be. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why it isn't 1 Anniversary. Is really a good game. I love that game. I bought that on 360, even though the 1 was already out. So, yeah, just it's a really fun game. Hopefully they do a good job and we see some information on the new Fable soon. But yeah, we can hop on into
another voicemail. Yeah,
yeah.
Great question though. Great question.
So we have another new caller. I think I pronounce his name Sione Doors.
Morning, Mooch, Crap and Jay. This is Shawnee Dawes from Wales in the UK. Thanks once again for another great show. Always look forward to all the content you put out, and you deserve to reach a much bigger audience than you are now. I have a couple of questions for you. Firstly, with the power of consoles moving towards high-end PCs, with the X, will this signal a permanent shift towards Microsoft as they have great experience with this technology? Second question, why is the Xbox brand getting so much hate across the pond in the US? I've always looked at the US as being very patriotic and really getting behind their companies, but I see so many channels dedicated to hate. I don't understand why they're not getting bigger sales and everyone waving the flag and getting right behind such a great console and such a great company. Fair enough, if you don't like it, don't buy it, but why not just shut the hell up, buy the worst system, and just get on with your life. Right, I'm off. Once again, thanks for the flag waving. Keep up the good work. Have a great day. Shawnee Doors, out.
You know, I hate to go in reverse here, Crap, but I like that Shawnee Doors actually said the fact that, you know, why is the X getting hate, and you know, like he was saying in the U.S., my only answer to that is it's just, for some reason, I'll never understand this. It's cool to hate America, and that's Americans do it too. I don't know why they don't take more pride in their country. You know, I always say to people, if you don't like living here, you can try somewhere else. I'm sure you're not going to like it any better. Yeah. And this is, you know, like I said, I've whole family's right off the boat from Italy, and I know a lot of my family members over here. They're like, nope, we love it here, and they were born and raised in Italy. And you know, my whole point is that I don't know why people don't take more pride in enjoying something that's an American ingenuity and time and engineering and efforts. You saw when they stood up at E3, they were so proud of the work that they put in the Redmond offices. I understand that it's being manufactured overseas, but that's slowly starting to change too with time. And I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I wish more people would take a little bit of pride in this country. This is a shout out to the U.S. Audience. You guys should wave the flag a little more.
Yeah, you know what's a little bit odd to me is it's like it became a bad thing to be proud of wanting a U.S. company to succeed. It's like if you pro and this, all right, I don't really care what this, you know, because people always twist what we say anyway, so fuck it. If you're an American and you're proud of buying American products or being an American, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
And that's not a knock on anything un-American.
Right.
You know, so liking one isn't a knock on the other thing.
That's
and
right.
I think that people forget that we're the way society is nowadays and the way that people are with the politically correct nonsense. It's okay to be pro-American. It's okay to be pro-UK if you live in the UK.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you're anti-American. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So like people need to get out of that stuff. But I think that there needs to be that pride in America and American products again.
Absolutely.
Well
said, Crap.
Yeah.
Well
so
said.
so I look forward to that.
Yeah.
You know, and I could have really went off the. You know me, I could have went off the rails with this rant.
No, I think you did it the right way. You know, and
So-
no, because you did. You really you hit home, and I mean, I thought your one line is great because I got news for you. I have such respect for the UK
Yeah,
so
and Brazil as
so many other
well.
great countries, but I mean, a lot of the UK is just a country that like it seems like we're always unified with them. So I think the mentality, but yeah, Brazilians are amazing. Oh my God, the support there from the Xbox. Australia is like unbelievably into Xbox. I know that there's been a big push for Sony lately, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, my whole point is you can have pride in your country, and it's okay, and it doesn't mean you don't like others.
Yeah.
Where United States is a land of immigrants, so I mean, I don't understand where people don't understand that. I just think it's a great place to be, and I'm proud of it, and I think everybody should be proud of their own country. Anyone that's listening in from any country should be proud of where you are, and try to make your country a little bit better. But great question, and thank you for that, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, if you don't like Crackdown, don't get it. But I think that a lot of people are going to change their mind on that after Gamescom as well. Let's get up to 220 likes, and we'll do the rundown. Just because you guys are a little sluggish today with the likes.
Yeah, guys, it's literally the left mouse click over the thumbs up.
Click.
You guys, I'm not asking you to put like a roof on the shed. You know what I mean?
The reason why I'm pushing it now, I'm pushing it down a little bit, is because it's a lengthy thing.
It is lengthy,
and
guys. Yeah.
The run and we're already at 12:33, so
it's gonna run late. We're gonna run a little late today. I don't think we're gonna get to all the voicemails, but we're gonna run a little late.
Yeah, so let's go. Let's get those likes going. And while we get those likes going, J-Dubs, who do we got on deck?
Yeah, can we get a voicemail?
Sure, we've got Mr. Zombie Killer.
Nice.
Good.
Hello, MNC Mornings. It is Mr. Zombie Killer. In time for the Zombie Killer Exchange. I want to talk about Gamescom coming up soon. It's coming up next month, and it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to get the Xbox One X pre-order, finally. And because hopefully everyone's holding off on the Xbox One S sales, so it's going to pick up once we get these pre-orders, and they're going to top it. Hopefully be able to switch this holiday. Anyway, I want to talk about the marketing, and I feel like Xbox is going to miss on the marketing this year because we have Crackdown 3, and I feel like they're not going to put as much money into it on their budget. I feel like they're going to put all the advertising into the One X, and I feel like this might hurt Crackdown 3 because this is their biggest game. Same with Forza 7, and I don't know about Cuphead. It's going to be, these people better support it. These Xbox players better support these games because they need it, kind of keep the industry going. And I wanted to talk about a surprise I would love to see at Gamescom would be a Fusion Frenzy 2 or a remaster of the first one, because I know the original back compat's coming, which will be nice. But, even though an Xbox party game like Fusion Frenzy would be fucking awesome, if we got a second one, oh my god, that'd be awesome. And, speaking of, oh my god, the Cliffy B comments, I think he's just been added to the stupid idiot list next to Michael Pachter and Mark Cerny. So that's cool. So I'm not going to buy Lawbreakers if it ever comes on Xbox. I don't need a fucking Overwatch fucking 2. I got Overwatch and Doom fisting it. So I'll just do that. And Fortnite's cool. I want to play Fortnite. It looks really interesting, and I heard it's really fun. I heard you guys said you loved it, so I'm interested in playing this. Been playing this Friday the 13th. It just got an update, and it hasn't fixed all the problems yet. It has a little bit, but yeah. What surprise would you like to see out of Gamescom? Remaster, OG, or whatever? Like I said, Fusion Frenzy 2 would be awesome. And have a good rest of your Sunday, guys. Thank you, Graphic God, and you guys have a good day. Bye.
Yeah, he had one question in 27 parts.
Yeah, see, this is the problem we have when people call in and they're like, and then we lose the question.
I got it. I put them all to memory. Well, the first one was, Crackdown getting the support from the. I don't know if this is as necessary crap as like Sunset Overdrive, where like go out and sponsor it, I think people are going to buy Crackdown, but Crackdown 3 is going to highly depend on what we see in the multiplayer coming from Gamescom. Do you agree with that? If that starts off a great show, I think people are going to buy this and associate it with the X's power, even though it's not necessarily the X giving it the power, but they're going to go hand in hand. I think Crackdown 3 is going to do very well in sales because
I think it's going to do well too because people are going to pick up an Xbox One X and then they're going to pick up an Xbox and they're going to pick up Crackdown.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As far as the Gamescom, I'm trying to get everything down here because I'm doing it from memory.
Hey, Mel was in the chat. Mel was in the chat, and she said she's a vegetarian. She doesn't eat beef. I said, I heard you like tube steak, though. And she's like, what is that?
Crap.
That's like that's a no chills noof thing.
That was
right
a no
there.
chill. That was no chills noof. That is not a crap gamer usual. So,
it is, but hey, we do got over 225 likes. We should probably do the rundown.
We can do the rundown.
This is a new thing that we're doing. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah.
This is the first one. We would love your feedback. If you like it, let us know. I think it's phenomenal though. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. So here it goes, man. Enjoy.
Enjoy the rundown, everybody.
Enjoy it.
Welcome, everybody, to our new edition to MNC Mornings. We're doing the rundown. The rundown, basically and quickly for you, is about 8 subjects. 4 created by Crap, 4 created by myself, the Mooch. We go back and forth, banter. You'll decide who the winner is. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds before you hear J-Dub pull the bell. Here we go with our first segment. It's going to be Team Sticker versus Team No Sticker. Crap, let me tell you right now, you're out of your mind with keeping that sticker on, okay? It's like wearing the tag on a hat. Okay.
I wear my tag on my hat. That's how you know you're cool.
Who wants to walk out of their house with a pair of jeans on and the XXL or the XL on their fucking sticker going down their left leg? It doesn't work out so well.
You know what? But most shirts and stuff nowadays have the tagless stuff, but it still has the information. I just think that it looks like a high-end electronic with the tag, and I leave it on there. I think it looks awesome. I keep it on my original Xbox One and the Xbox One S, and I'll keep it on the Xbox One X.
There's a similar warning inside the car when you pull down that vanity to look at yourself in the mirror. That's why they put the warning up there. You flip it upwards. No one wants to see that thing. Nobody has that on the dashboard.
Maybe not, but I still like the way it looks. I think it brings an added piece of class to the console, and I'm just keeping it on there, man.
Listen, you might even be able to talk me into keeping it if it didn't have the tab that says pull here.
Well, only on the S. On the original one, it didn't really have that tab.
Which is why you realize that Xbox made a big mistake. You got to pull the tab.
Nah, I love the tab. I'm keeping the tab. I'm a tab guy. I'm going to keep it there. You know, I like the way it looks. I think it brings...
Tab soda went out in the 80s, okay? And that's why there is no tab. You pull it. You got rid of it.
No, I'm not definitely never, ever pulling the tab. I like it. Like I said, it looks classy. It looks classic. It looks like a high-end piece of electronics. I think that it brings it's a good focal point, and it brings.
You're a collector. That's the problem. That's the difference between me and Crap. See, I always take everything. The minute I'm done with it, I got to return it and get as much money as I can for it. Crap puts it into the Crap Museum Hall of Fame.
Oh,
perfect
okay.
round. Awesome.
Yes.
Very good. Very good debate. Very good.
Next up, NPD. Microsoft has been absolutely getting destroyed in the NPD for the last 6 months. What are your thoughts on them being able to come back from this when the One X releases? As far as I'm concerned, I think the NPD is a bad thing that's going on right now. Obviously, getting their ass kicked by the PlayStation 4 and the Switch, and at one point even the NES Mini. Just what's your thoughts, real quick, on this? Is this a problem?
Here's the thing with the NPD. The NPD at this point is almost like, I'm going to use everyone else's words, right? It's kind of a fanboy toy at this point. It doesn't really matter. Microsoft has said that this generation, whether there's an X or a Pro, no matter how you look at it, it's the mid-generation. This generation is probably going to get chalked up to Sony as being the victor. But that doesn't mean that they want to fall behind. What I've said, number 1, and I'll say number 2, and I'll say number 3, you got to do this. Microsoft, show some fight. Win a few months. You can't win 1 out of 12 months at NPD. You have to at least win 4 or 5 to show you're giving a crap. That's the way I kind of look at NPD right now. It shows effort.
Yeah, I guess I could understand that, but at the same point, for me, I think it shows that maybe a lot of people are actually holding off for the X, more people than what originally thought, because Microsoft pimps this thing out like, hey, this is going to be something for the extra hardcore, and they're the only ones that are going to be interested. But I think in this day and age, with the upgradable cell phones and all this kind of stuff, that people are actually in the know a lot more.
Crap, you could talk me into that, but the problem with the NPD recently is people are saying, oh, they're just holding out for the X, they're holding out for the X. That's fine, let them hold out for the X. But tell me this, why is the PS4 Slim beating all SKUs, okay? Because it's a $250 unit that's got games. Xbox has got a $250 unit that sells games, and it's not even barely cracking 100,000 in sales each month.
Because they know people are smart enough to realize that a much, much, much better version of that is about to come out. All right, next up, God of War. I was reading this, and it was interesting. God of War, we know the reboot's coming, and the guy, Cory Balrog, who's like the head of that studio, they're already talking about multiple sequels. And what was interesting to me personally was reading the comments where everybody's like, yeah, more God of War, that's going to be great. And it's like, you know, there's already so many of these games, and it's just always funny when you look back at how everybody acts like Xbox games are all milked, but everybody here is cheering for more sequels to this game already. Do you think it's too early to be talking about sequels to this new God of War game?
It's too early to be talking about sequels for this game. It's also too early to be praising a game that's completely changing its form. I just recently got into God of War 3 Remaster, and I am enjoying it. I'm actually liking something that I didn't think I would like as much. And the fact is now, the minute I'm starting to like God of War, they're going to go ahead and change it completely. So before people start asking for more of the unknown, let's start to know what the hell's going on first with the new God of War and the way they're taking this in that direction before we ask for more, please.
Yeah, like, I could buy that, but let me just say this real quick. I'm going to shock you and say, I don't mind that they're already talking more. More is better. More Halo, more Uncharted, more God of War, more Gears of War, more Forza Motorsport. I like that. You know, I buy these consoles for these games. I bought a PS4 for God of War. I was expecting it. The fact that they waited this long to get one out perplexes me. It's one of their most well-known, beloved franchises, and they haven't come out with it yet. You know what I mean? You're going to be 4+ years into the generation before we finally see it.
That's
so
true.
Sure, let's get more and more of these games. Let's go. I want
That's
more
true, but
Halo,
you're
more
saying
Gears. I want
Halo,
more of everything.
Gears, but Halo Gears aren't changing their formula, or they're changing their recipe. God of War is completely changing their recipe. So in that, are you going to ask for more meatloaf when you're changing half the ingredients?
Well, I don't
think so.
Probably not, but the one thing that I will say is that more is better in terms of the games that we love. More Mario, more Zelda. I like that idea. So I guess it'll be wait and see with the game if it's going to be as good as the old ones. But I like that they're still in the planning stages of doing more, so they're not going to go one and done. Because it could be good, and if it's great, then I want more, obviously. I think that would be a fantastic
At this point
thing.
in time, I want more because it's a next generation version of God of War, but that's about it. At that point, I got to say, I need to see what I'm actually playing and getting for my $60 before I actually say I want more.
Next topic. Should Microsoft lock up PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds as a console exclusive? As you know, this is going to be one of the biggest games of the year. It's already at 6 million copies on the PC, and it's not even really out yet. So should Microsoft reach into the pocketbook and pay that cash? What do you think?
Yes, yes, yes. Buy. The reason I say that is you've got Lawbreakers, okay? You've had games like Nihon. You've had these other games that have all come out over the years. Whatever happened to Edith Finch or whatever that game was called. There's all these games coming out left and right, and they eventually, down the road, sometime over the rainbow, come out for Xbox One. This is going to be that game that's going to be held and coveted by Microsoft. If I was them, I'd never let it go. But realistically, we know they don't ever want to keep games from everybody, so we know they're eventually going to go over to PlayStation. But I say hold this thing as long as possible, like Grim Death. This is a fantastic, fantastic IP.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you like that. I know that that's odd because of the way the format of the show is, but I feel like if they were to pay the money to keep this an Xbox exclusive, they're going to make tons of money. People are going to want to play this. The Xbox One X is playing this game in 4K. It's going to be huge. People that just want to play controller versus controller, that's who's going to buy this game. You need to reach into your pocket and make this game an Xbox exclusive because PS4 gamers are going to be jealous about that. They're not going to play this shit on PC. No. Nobody's going to play it on PC because if you're a console gamer, you want to play with you don't want to play with keyboard and mouse. You want to play with a controller. And the way to do that would be Xbox. So you want to distinguish your platform. That's how you would do it.
Man, crap, you talked so good. I didn't even get a chance to comment on that. But I do agree with you.
Yes. Next topic would be unnecessary Crackdown hate. Crackdown 3 is getting a lot of hate right now. Some people think it's not necessary. What are your thoughts on this?
It's not necessary at all. First of all, the things people are saying are it doesn't look good. Well, you're saying that, but you're criticizing what the actual artwork is. It's like going to your local art gallery and being like, this looks like shit. And they're like, it's actually a painting of a proud shit. Okay? It's supposed to be what it is. Okay? This is Crackdown. Crackdown has got that pixelated look, right? It is that's the artwork. I, for one, can't wait for Crackdown 3. I think it looks like they've enhanced everything. Anybody that says it looks like a 360 game, they're out of their minds. The game is absolutely a blast. And once we actually get to see the multiplayer, that's the coveted part of the game. It's just not fair to judge it before you see the part that they can't wait to show off.
I agree. Like, stop the hate. It's insanity. They have a 3-tier process. They showed the multiplayer 2 years ago. They showed the single player now. They're going to show the multiplayer again at Gamescom. It's been confirmed. Calm down. If they had done it the other way and showed multiplayer again, people would have bitched and complained that there was no single player.
Right.
Microsoft is damned if they do, damned if they don't. Stop the hate. Wait till the game comes out before you start complaining.
Now, the only thing I will say, though, Crap, I got to disagree with one thing. And one thing we have to call out there, and I think even Phil said it himself, I would have displayed it a little bit differently. The way that they showed it at that Comic-Con was a comic mess. That's not how you do it. You have to have a professional on stage, someone who's a developer or someone that plays the crap out of it at Xbox, and have someone go up there that it can actually promote the brand.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Next topic. Media hate mellowing out? Question mark? I'm going to let you take this one.
Yeah, let me take that. First of all, here's the thing. People are saying to me, Mooch, it looks like the media's really coming around. It looks like they're really coming around. Well, guess what? They're not coming around. The whole point of the matter is this. This is what they say they're doing. What they're doing is really just softening the blow. They know that their dear beloved PS4 is about to become second fiddle to the Xbox One X. So what they're doing now, and it happened today, I watched the actual footage from Digital Foundry saying that Xbox One versus PS4, and they said the 900p really isn't that big of a deal. It's actually said in the video what we've been saying for 3 years. Now Digital Foundry agrees with us. So it comes off like they're mellowing out, but they're not mellowing out. What they're doing is they're getting their defenses up. This is like tower defense, people. They're getting their tower defense built up so that when the X comes out with a better version, they can say, look, we said it for Fortnite. And if we said it for Fortnite, 900p doesn't matter for 1080p. Clearly, 4K native doesn't matter for checkerboard. It's just how far you sit back from your TV with a pirate patch on.
Here's
no difference.
Here's the thing. It's not mellowing out. The narrative has changed. That's what you're trying to say. So basically, the narrative has changed to where 900p to 1080p was a big deal before when it was PlayStation that had the advantage. But now that the Xbox One X will have the advantage, it doesn't really matter. That's why they're giving the Xbox One a win here in terms of graphics, even at a lesser resolution, simply because of that. And they know that. And people are going to be like, whoa, what are you talking about? They did it right here. But this was already when they know that the One X is coming, so they have to do something different. And that's the narrative changing. It is.
It's smoke and mirrors.
Yes. Next topic. Xbox One X release date. Do you want to start off this one?
Yes, this is a fail. My problem with this is you've got all these games that are coming out in October. You've got all these games coming out in September, especially Forza 7. These are games that needed to come out on the Xbox One, and the biggest one out of ever is Destiny. Destiny 2 comes out. You got all these people being like, Mooch, you make a hell of a point. The X is going to probably be the better one when it's all said and done. But for 60 days, I'm going to go play on the PS4 where it's better. I just would have liked to have seen them come out with early October release date. What that would have done was it would have made more people make the jump over to Destiny 2 on the Xbox One. It doesn't feel so far away, and it wouldn't be that far from the Forza 7 release. And I got news for you, Crap. I know it's before Black Friday, but to be honest with you, November 7th just feels late. Doesn't mean I'm not excited for it. It just feels so late.
You know what? It does feel a little bit late to me, but I don't really particularly have a problem with it. It comes out still in plenty of time for a lot of the heavy hitters. But I do agree that maybe October would have been a little bit better time, especially given that Shadow of War game is going to come out, and that's going to be a real showpiece at the 4K aspect. So it's still going to come out in time for games like Battlefront 2 and I believe Call of Duty World War II. So those are two heavy hitters. But again, like you said, with stuff like Destiny 2 coming out months beforehand, that's a bad look for them.
Crap, we're not giving the consumer enough time. The console's $500. The two games you just mentioned that most people want in Call of Duty and Battlefront 2 are both going to be another $120 combined. That's $500, $120 for those games. And let's not forget the games they missed with Forza 7. That's an expensive task for a lot of people that don't have that kind of money. So you're saying on November 7th, no problem, folks. Just rip $800 out of your pocket and go pay. Sorry, we're a little late. This is why October was a big deal.
Yes. And our last topic, early access working. I'm going to let you go ahead and take this one as well.
Yeah, you know, oddly enough, this is something that a year and a half ago when I read about it, 2 years ago when you hear about it, I didn't think this was going to work. You know what, Crap? It is working. You're seeing things like early access with Fortnite, and there's a bunch of other games that are coming down the slew. Believe it or not, early access is kind of going to be part of what Players Underground is all about, right? It's going to kind of land in that. And I'll be honest with you, people are drooling for it because people don't want to wait a year and a half till everything's polished. Apparently, we have no problem playing with something that's 80% done. And listen, forget my opinions on it. I'm going by the people, and the people have spoken. And the way people are saying is, get me that game now. I'll deal with the issues. Just promise me you'll fix them later. This is really working. Early access is a huge, huge tool, and I hope Microsoft uses it wisely moving forward.
You know what? It is a really good tool, and I'm going to 100% agree with you. It actually is giving them games before the competition. Ark Survival Evolved, that game hit well over 1 million because it was in the preview program. You obviously PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That's going to be in the preview program. We Happy Few preview program, Astroneer preview program. They got these really great games in there, and it's given them an advantage because they don't really got to pay for this. Developers get to get the feedback right live from the gamers before it even goes to the masses in the public, and I think that's a good thing. That's a very big plus for the Xbox One.
Well, what's your take on the whole thing that's going on with something like Fortnite crap where it's $40 now and maybe free to play later?
I think that, for $40, that's tough saying right there. We got to see how that works out because I'm sure that they're trying to figure that out themselves. It seems like they didn't have a real clear-cut plan. So
yeah, but I mean, I have no
wait and
problem with that dollar amount if it's actually something that's at least 80-85% done, and maybe they'll throw you a couple of things in DLC that some of the free-to-play people will have to pay for later on. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the first episode of The Rundown, and we want to hear from you. Send J-Dubs topics. Sometimes Crap and I agree, sometimes we don't, but it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun to listen to us banter back and forth. We'll catch you next week. Outstanding.
Yo, that was nice. Even on the playback, I was like, yeah, I mean, we got to cut down on the clicky McClickerson shit, but other than that, like, that was fucking amazing.
No, that was a great job. J-Dubs, outstanding work, brother. Outstanding work. A+ all the way around. And keep in mind, folks, that's also our first rendition. We've got a lot going on. I'm going to ask Jay right now to go ahead and tweet out on the official MNC Mornings
I'm way
Twitter.
ahead of you.
Are you already out there? Great. Guys, go out there. By the end of the show, we'll see what you guys think. Head over to Twitter real quick while you're listening and go ahead and vote on who you thought won that rundown, Mooch or Crap.
I just retweeted it right now. Crap Gamers got an early lead.
Oh, well,
yes.
Hold on. I got to get it out to the Mooch Maniacs. Not fair. But yeah, nonetheless, okay? Get out there and vote, folks. This is great. Who won the rundown?
Yeah. Hey, look, like this stuff, we're going to be doing more stuff like this. If the reaction is good, maybe we'll bust this shit out every week. I don't know. Right now, we were talking about alternating this with the top 10. We might do both. I don't know. Like, depends on what you guys want. We always try to do what you guys ask us to do. We try to be the best show that we can be for you guys. And Jay, man, I can't say enough good things about what he did there
Unbelievably
to
great
get
work.
that graphic and all that stuff. So,
and it's just going to get better, folks, because there's just Jay's got new stuff coming, new equipment. There's just some fantastic things happening behind the scenes at MNC Mornings, and we are just so excited to get it to you. We promised you stuff was coming. There's even more than this. We want to keep having different skits in rotation. But Jay, go ahead. I know you wanted to say something.
No. I just wanted to say, you're welcome, and it was a lot of fun to produce this and to create it. I mean, this is kind of where my background is in video production and graphic design. So it was quite the challenge, but it was quite the pleasure to create, and I can't wait to do more of them.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, definitely head over to Twitter. I'm very interested. Jay, how long did you? Jay, you put it in for 6 days, but we'll just take it at the. I wanted to put it in for 30 minutes, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll tally it up at the end and see at the end of the show who actually won thus far.
Yeah, the Mooch Maniacs are chiming in.
They really are, right?
You MFers, get in there. Defend my honor.
help the Crap Gamer. That was by a landslide. What's great about you guys going and voting for all of us is the fact that it kind of encourages me and Crap to even banter harder and longer about the bullshit that we go. We do this anyways, and I'm like, this is great. We got to let the audience see this. And this is an odd week because we have so much going on with the giveaway and so many great call-ins. But this is a great way for the rundown also to get some of the week and a half's past news into MNC Mornings with so many great calls and voicemails. So
yeah,
we hope you guys really enjoy it. It looks like it's being welcomed by the community here. So thank you guys so much for enjoying it. Jay, why don't we do a couple more voicemails because I do want to try and get as many in as possible.
Certainly. We've got Morzad on deck.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey, Mooch and Crap, J-Dubs, how are you doing, boys? ¿Cómo están, bitches? How are you, perras? That will be the Spanish version. Today I have a short question. What do you guys think about esports? Microsoft likes them. They made the Gears esports, the Halo esports, Killer Instinct, But what do you guys think about them in general? That's all.
I like what you think, and that is all.
That's
I mean,
all.
as far as esports go, for some reason, out of all the things that are so big, right, crap, in the gaming world, know that. I mean, I left the fighter world, the Killer Instinct, the Mortal Kombat, all that kind of stuff. That doesn't really interest me nearly as much as it used to when I was younger. I know that's a huge part of the community, so I bash it and having fun, but I do understand why people like it. The games are made usually, my God, AAA money goes into these fighters. So I don't know. What do you think, Crap? What's your take on it as far as the esports world and all that?
I like esports. I'm not like I don't sit there and watch them like religiously or anything like that, but I am interested in them from time to time. God damn you, Mooch Maniacs. Anyway,
the Mooch Maniacs are out in force.
Yeah. So, like I like them, but again, I'm not like I don't live and die by them or anything like that. It's not like I.
You know what my biggest problem with the esports world is? I don't like the announcers. I mean,
and here he goes. Here he goes. And he's gonna. He looks like he's gonna shoot him. There goes. Hey, holy crap! Can you believe it?
And if you think me and Crap are being like loud and obnoxious here, this is what they're doing for about 24 hours. We're over to camera 7. We're seeing Team Blue. Team Blue's going over. Team Blue shot him. Team Blue. And I'm like, am I watching like, I don't know if I'm watching the Kentucky Derby. I don't know if I'm watching American Gladiator from the 80s. I don't know what's going on. There's just too much yelling. It's like, let us watch the guys play. Maybe almost take a golf. Don't you guys think they should take a golf way of broadcasting versus the American Gladiator? I'd rather than be like, oh, there he is. He's creeping up on the blue team member. Oh, and he goes behind him and he actually does a silent kill. Here he comes. Do something a little bit more quiet. These guys are screaming at the top of their lungs for 24 hours. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what you're screaming about anymore. It gives me a headache. So I don't know. That's a me thing. That's a me problem.
Yeah. That is a you problem.
It is, yes.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to Darth Vicious.
Yes,
he's the one that won the Pony Prize, which this week was Gears of War Ultimate Digital Edition on Xbox One. So
very cool, very cool, outstanding. Good to see so many people. Like this is what the show's all about, folks. It's giving back to the community, and we do have the huge Fortnite giveaway at the end of the show. Jay, you want to do another voicemail? I'd like to get as many people in. Don't forget, guys, if you gave a voicemail to Jay before midnight on Friday, you are entered. Even if you don't hear your voicemail, you are on the wheel, and we will be using your call-in does not go to waste. We'll be using it on the Xbox XOXO show that we do for our Patreon, and then goes live for everybody a week or two later. So you will be heard.
Yes. So we've got another new caller.
Oh, J-Dubs is botting.
Jay, you're botting
That's
a bit.
Weird.
That is unusual.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to go well for the voicemails.
Oh, let's hear them anyways. Let's see. We're almost at the end of the show. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so this is a newer caller. His name is Collecting Guru.
All right.
Hey, Mission Crap. This is Matt, aka Collecting Guru from Twitter.
Hey, yeah, you're right, dude. Stop that. Like that.
Okay,
that
well, I'm
is
going
bad.
to jump out and jump back in.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll
Jay,
do
the
the
producer, will be back in a moment. But you know what I mean? Crap. Let's get back into the whole esports thing because that, to be honest with you, I thought that was something that you were a little bit more into than I'm.
You know what?
picking up
I
right
like
now.
esports, but it's not something that I watch all the time. Like it's not like a super big deal for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's okay. I watched the Halo ones before.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that, Crap. We have a.
Yeah, I like the Halo. What the hell is that?
That's me. I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't resist with Jay gone. No, but I mean, what do you think about it? I mean, is it something that you think is something that's picking up? I thought Microsoft was going to do a lot more of this with Mixer, having the esports. And
They
everything.
are doing that. They are doing that a lot more. So I mean,
Jay, there he is, crystal clear. Jay, welcome back.
Yeah. Hey, I'm catching up on that vote. You MFers, get out there and
Come
vote.
on, Mooch Maniacs, get out there around the turn. Let's go.
Let's go, Crapaholics. Yeah,
Let's go.
Get your shit together.
Where the heck is?
Yeah, so
I
if you-
can't even see it, but
So if you guys can hear me clearer now.
yes.
What I was trying to say is that we have a new caller. His name is Collecting Guru.
All right, let's hear it.
Hey, Mooch and Crap. This is Matt, aka Collecting Guru from Twitter. I have been an Xbox Live member for about 13 years now. While searching throughout these 13 years, I've been trying to find pro Xbox podcasts, and I found First, I found Mooch's Crossfire. Then I went to Crap's Xbox Nation podcast, and then I've been listening to MNC Mornings as well. I've been listening to you guys for about almost a year now, and I was really sad when Mooch got off the air for a while, but I'm glad he's back, and I'm glad you guys started a Patreon. I'm going to be able to support you guys soon as the next paycheck comes in, and I'll give $1 so then you guys can continue getting new equipment for Jay, because I just love the show and I love the quality that it's, going throughout each week. It's getting better, and hopefully you guys continue doing the show. Anyways, no questions for you guys this week. I just wanted to let you know how much I appreciate it and the show and how much it gets me through my workday, because the job I have requires very tedious tasks, and all your guys' shows, every YouTuber that you guys associate yourself with, even She-Wolf and GKB, I listen to their show as well as Xbox 448. Anyways, love all you guys and keep up the great work. Bye.
That was a fantastic quote.
Yes, really nice.
Dollar and a Dream, outstanding that he said that. That's all we ever say, folks. Go in there. The dollar goes a long way, and hopefully it actually goes longer for you in the fact of winning a game every month. But yeah, no, thanks to that individual for calling in. That was a fantastic sentiment. And like I said, we do this because we have fun. We enjoy this. We like gaming, and we think we can bring a little bit of entertainment. There's all this craziness that goes on in the news all week, right, Crap Jay? You guys know this. And we talk about it off air, and we talk about it sometimes on air. And it's nice to be able to take a show like MNC Mornings and make something that's comical and have fun with it. And at the same time, just pour your passion out there and let people know about it. There's a lot of people that give a crap. This is $1 billion business. Anybody that goes, wow, you guys talk about video games? We're talking about $1 billion business, folks. That's $1 billion with a B, okay? So there's a lot of money that circulates in this world. So it is something that's relevant and people play. Everyone does, whether it's someone that plays Candy Crush or it's somebody that's playing Battlefront 2 on one of their favorite platforms or a PC gamer. A lot of people game. They just don't talk about it. Why they don't talk about it? There's a stigma for some reason, but it's a very social activity that people do across the world. So, and it connects so many people. Look at it. We've had people from Brazil call in, Dubai, the UK, anywhere from the coast to coast in the US, Canada, Mexico. So it's just so many great folks all coming together for something like MNC Mornings and gaming as a whole. So bravo to all the YouTubers and everybody out there. And thanks for your Patreon and support.
Yes, it really does mean a lot. Again, you guys, there was that little issue with Google Hangouts, but you'll see the quality and the production value will continue to keep growing. And also, make sure you go and find us on iTunes and rate us, even if you don't listen on there. Like, we try to get it. We want to get the show in, I guess, the top 20 or something. That would be cool.
It would be amazing if we can do that. And, the Crapaholics and Mooch Maniacs, you guys are the ones in charge of that. Me and Crap are one vote, okay? We're nothing without you guys. So go on to iTunes, click on it, subscribe to it. Like I said, you don't even have to listen to it. What it does is it just gives us a little bit of clout in an area where people don't think small YouTubers belong. So if you want to have your voice heard, this is your show. Go over there and support MNC Mornings on iTunes. Thank you.
Yes, it would mean an absolute lot to us. J-Dubs, how many voicemails do we got, bro?
How many do we have left? We have about 20.
Okay, well, we're obviously not getting 20, so let's get a couple more.
Let's get a few more in before we spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have another new caller. His name is Mambo Jazz.
Mambo Jazz. Nice.
Hey, Crap Mooch. It's Marcus from the UK, otherwise Mambo Jazz Game Attack. I've been thinking about pre-ordering some games, and I can't help but stop myself. Especially with some of them, like Battlefront 2. When I think about what happened last year with Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1, they were on sale in a matter of weeks after my purchase, and I just can't help but think that might happen again this year. So I wondered if the average person should wait. What do you think? Or are we harming the industry by doing so? Obviously, you guys need to buy the games day one because it's what you guys do, the videos you make, etc., which are great, thank you. But I do wonder if the average person should wait, and if that's something you would recommend.
That's a great question, Crap, because that's something that's happening more and more. You've got games coming out on a Tuesday that are $60, and 2 Fridays later, they're $40, right?
Yeah.
Because they're not a massive hit. And if you're a consumer,
You know, that's not something that I can't necessarily tell somebody, no, you should throw the extra 20 down the toilet. Here's my recommendation with that to the caller is I would say if this is a smash hit, like it's a AAA, like Call of Duty, Battlefront 2, these games are not going to drop in price probably for a good 3 months. I'd say go ahead. If it's a game you really like, go buy it at full price. If this is a game like, let's say, God Almighty, I'm trying to think of a good one here, but like Just Cause 3, which was a dumpster fire, right? You knew that was going to be iffy or spotty at best. You wait a couple of weeks, see what the opinions are, see what happens. All of a sudden, you start seeing this thing pop up for $10 off, $15 off on different sites because they want to move the product. And then you see the deals with gold popping up every Tuesday. Sometimes that happens to a new game that's only a month and a half old, gets a solid 25% off. That's my only recommendation. If you want a AAA and you know the AAA is going to be awesome, just go buy it because don't wait. You're going to miss the whole raves and reviews and fun with your friends while it's hot and the new topic. But if it's something like a dumpster fire that you're on the fence about, you know, like I think Watch Dogs 2 is another good example. Look, Crap was ranting and raving about it after it was $20. You know,
well, I paid 30 for it,
well,
but
still not 60.
well, because the first one I didn't like very much. I thought it was boring, and then when I played the second one, I just was like, "Holy crap, this is so good!" You know, it's phenomenal.
The second one
game.
I haven't played, but the second one is head over heels better than the first one. That's
definitely.
Right.
So it depends. Like I always say, first-party games, try to support those as soon as you can. You know what I mean? Because if you look at this, Microsoft would have probably, if those games that they've released, the first-party ones, would have sold much better, like we'd be getting sequels. That's just the bottom line. Games that sell well get sequels. If they don't, then they're not going to get sequels, and they're going to be less likely to take risks on them. So I always say try to buy the exclusives anyway, like right away. And then you can probably wait or always find deals on the other ones. Unless you can swing it, then buy them and support the industry as a whole. So let's take another voicemail, as we wrap this show up.
Hey Mooch Crap J-Dubs, Luca here. I hope you guys are having a nice morning. And I just have to say, Cliffy. You know, I still don't understand the mentality of some of these devs when it comes to how they use social media and the fact that they can't seem to help themselves when it comes to insulting potential customers. I don't understand that. I just think it's bad business personally, but we've talked about this several times. You guys talked about it, I've talked about it, and I mean, you know, it's getting kind of old, but it is what it is. But yo, I just want to say to the people trying to damage control this, like, stop it. You don't need to defend a grown-ass man. Like, you don't need to do that, okay? You have to admit, like, the fact that people are totally ignoring the issue at hand and trying to make it about something else, which is extremely bothersome, because my only point is that if you're in the business and your main objective is to make money for your team who you've said you need to make sure you're able to pay and who have families that they need to support, and you know that's why you chose PlayStation and PC, the biggest platforms, right? But if you're potentially considering bringing your game to Xbox, I think being an obnoxious prick isn't the right way to go about it, Cliffy. I'm just saying. I don't understand, like, I genuinely don't understand the mindset of some of these devs, and I don't think I ever will. Like, to deliberately alienate an entire fan base of, like, at least, 30 million plus Xbox users? Like, I don't get it. And we'll see how the game does on PlayStation and PC, and we'll see how the game does when and if he brings it to Xbox. But I gotta be honest with you guys, at least with the hardcore fan base, we don't forget bullshit. Yeah. All right. That's it for me, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Great call, Luca.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And you know what, Luca kind of hit some real moral points head on, and I'm so proud of her for that.
Yeah, she's a real mooch maniac.
She's a mooch maniac. She is the female mooch. She knows what she's talking about, and she gets her point across very well. Here's the thing about it is, why would you burn bridges, first of all? Second of all, why are people constantly coming to his defense? I don't understand. He comes out. Anyone else that makes a rash comment or something, everybody gets attacked. This guy says something, everyone's like, "Come on, he's under some stress. He picked the PS4. Give him a shot." I'm like, no. Why is he insulting the other half of his consumer base? He's going to have an Xbox One version, and I don't think this game's going to do very well. The open beta's out there. Nobody even cares. I mean, nobody cares. Nobody's talking about it. And if he didn't make these outlandish remarks, would he even be in the news?
Yeah, probably not. It's kind of a ploy. You know, it's kind of a ploy for attention and things like that. That's the only reason why he's doing that. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. Like, you feed into it a bit, so he does get a little bit of what he wants. But at the same time, with social media and YouTube and things like that, I think it's not going to work out well for him, even if it does come to Xbox.
Yeah, this is, and I mean, and don't forget, guys, if this doesn't do well, you're going to see Cliffy B do one of two things. He's going to go into hiding. He'll be gone. He'll be gone for a while. You won't see his work for quite some time, or he's going to end up linking up secretly with somebody, you know, that's another big name, and kind of he'll go back to, like, you know, he'll be number 2. You know, he'll be number 2 in the system again, which he can't stand, but that's what's going to end up happening.
All right, now we're going to do one more voicemail on this, and then the rest we're going to be doing for the XOXO shows, but you're still all entered for the Fortnite prize, as it were. So let's go ahead and load up our good friend, Def Jam Bam.
What up, Mooch and Crap and Jay? What's good with y'all? Hey man, quick question for Gamescom. Are y'all expecting any surprises, or pretty much most of the games we got to see at E3? They're pretty much just gonna probably show like more in-depth gameplay for all the games we saw. And yeah. And for everybody listening in, you listen to Mooch and Crap and Jay in the mornings. Make sure you hit that 1 and smack that like button. All right? And Crap, stop trying to pitch that VR shit. Ain't nobody playing that. Mooch not even going to play it. But until then, I'm out of here. Jay, play the Seagulls.
The Seagulls. I love it. You know what's great about it is he calls in weeks and weeks ago. Just by accident, happens to be outside. Guy gets hit with seagulls behind him, and he'll have seagulls behind him for the rest of his life. It's fantastic.
Yeah. You know what? It's an interesting thing. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do many surprises, if any. I would love for them to just announce Fable is coming. You know what I mean? Like, just do it. You know? True. Yeah, just do it. By the way, we're about to run the Wheel of Wonder.
Yes, I'm going to put Jay in full effect here.
Yeah. I just want to point out that quick and go vote on Twitter. Yeah.
Love the theme music. Go ahead.
I'm currently behind a little bit, but.
Well, how are we doing? Yeah, just so everyone knows, before we end the show, where are we right now, Crap? How are we doing here?
We are currently. It is Mooch 52%, Crap 48%.
Wow, it's close.
82 votes.
Mooch Maniacs, get out there.
Get out there. Hey, vote, let's see. Vote now. I'm gonna retweet this thing again. Try to get those crapaholics. They're like, we're Crap Gamer. We love you. You're great.
We love you.
Yes.
We think you're great. It's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. So with no further ado, Jay's have some great Wheel of Wonder music. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
It's funky. I'm digging it, man.
It's our game time music. Look at everyone's name is on there. I want to reiterate that if you didn't hear your voicemail, you will still be entered to win right now. So stay tuned. We're about to spin it.
Yes,
that is correct.
We're gonna spin it. It's gonna be great. Let's roll that wheel. Spin it.
Here it comes, the big Fortnite winner.
Damn, he put a little oomph in that.
Yeah, this is like one of those. Yeah, Jay spun that wheel like a son of a gun. Oh, here it comes. What everyone's waiting all week for. Magma Simbanda, who we didn't hear from, I don't believe. Did we hear? I can't remember. Did that person actually get through today?
No,
Jay?
I don't believe we got to his voicemail.
You know what's funny, Jay? Here's an odd thing. First of all, congratulations, Magma, for winning. Should we play it? Do you have his ability to cue his up so we can at least hear it today?
Possibly.
If you can do that, Jay, let me know. I know that's like threw up Jay a curveball.
He's like, yeah, what are you doing to me?
Well, no, he could take a second. That's fantastic. So you win Fortnite.
Just give me a second. So
take a second, Jay.
Hey, yeah, congratulations, Magma Sambada.
Which is awesome. I thought it'd be great to hear his voicemail since he won. Because then otherwise we'll have all the other the XOXO folks will get a chance to enjoy the other voicemails. Everyone will go heard. Everybody who calls in always gets heard on MNC, whether it be MNC or Xbox XOXO, you will be heard. So, no, thank you so much. What a great response we got, Crap. And Fortnite must be a game people really want because I can't believe the amount of people that put in. We had well over 40 voicemails, and there was probably more that came in after the cutoff. Some people are unaware of Friday at midnight is the cutoff. Yeah, Sajibat goes, congratulations, La Bamba. That's great. So Mamba might get a new nickname on MNC right there.
Unfortunately, guys, I don't think I've got it prepared. So
that's okay. That's all right.
okay.
Well, listen, Mamba, listen, don't feel like you won't be heard. If you are a Patreon member, you're going to hear your voicemail earlier this week. If not, you'll hear it in a week or so when we launch it on my channel or Crap's channel. When we do the Xbox XOXO and we release it to everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, so I just wanted to reiterate that we had so many voicemails, and Jay's only got so much time in the day to get them all ready that I can only probably prepare half of what we've got had ready for today. So I apologize, but you'll be played for sure on XOXO or even on a future MNC Mornings.
Yes, absolutely. So, and Crap, I think we need to do another giveaway like this in between our big Patreon ones too, just to get the audience to realize how much we appreciate them coming every week and supporting us on MNC Mornings.
Yeah, you know what it is. I think it's really good. Also, if you guys want to support, like this was given to us by to give away. Who the hell's the guy that gave it to us, Mooch?
This one here was Paulie J.
Yeah, Paulie. Yes, he
Shout
actually.
out to Paulie J.
Yeah, he gave me Fortnite. He gave you Fortnite,
Yes, he
and
did.
then he gave us another. I think he might have gave Jay Fortnite. I don't know.
No, Saji.
Okay, Sajibot gave Jay
Shout out to
Fortnite,
Sajibot for that.
But Paulie did give us another code for this giveaway. So if you guys ever get extra codes to give away, help us out. You know what I mean? It's totally like crowdfunded by you guys. Like everything that we give away and stuff like that. The games, the raffles, iTunes, that's all funded by you guys from the Patreon stuff, which is all very important to us. And it means a lot to us to get support from you guys. And I would really appreciate everything that you guys do. The show, I think, is sounding better than ever. Nobody else, and this isn't a knock on anyone, but the show is unlike anything else out there in the gaming community. It gives everybody a voice. You guys can all call in during the week, win prizes. It's cool. We got cool stuff going on. We're always inventing new things. I really appreciate it. You guys are great, man. I just, you're great. I don't think I say that enough. I love gaming with you guys. We love streaming for you guys. Being on MNC Mornings is probably the best part of my week. And, I really appreciate all the support. We don't ask for much, but just come by, give us a like, share it. If you got a couple extra bucks to spend on Patreon, fine. If not, then you're still able to enjoy it. And we would just appreciate a like and a share and,
Absolutely.
Come support the show,
Can't thank you enough. Please do subscribe. I do. A lot of people have been asking in the community for me to start doing unboxings and reviews more and more, and I take that as a huge compliment. Thank you for caring about my opinion and hearing what I got to say. I do think that you'll see more and more of that. I'm ramping up to get into that. Right now, we're doing so much with behind the scenes on MNC. You saw the rundown. We've got a couple other skits we're working on. There's a few things that are going to be coming your way that every week we try to give you guys something so you're not tuning into the same show. And but I am ramping things up. So hopefully, please do subscribe to my channel here on YouTube because I'm going to give you guys more content, and it doesn't hurt to have more subscribers. It's just, like I say, it's motivation, folks. It's definitely motivation to get up and keep making new content. So thank you so much. This was a big show for us to do because we wanted to show off the rundown. We gave away Fortnite, and we're just looking forward to next week getting more skits done. So thanks, everybody.
And special thanks to these Patreon people. Josha Z, Jackal, Delilah HD, thank you. Justin B, Lethal Papa, of course. John S, Mark Devlin, G-Man 209, Longshot 316, thanks, bro. Ethan, Seer Bliss, Killing Dan, Snoopy, Jazzy Noop, Xbox, Silent Bob X, ooh wee, Cliche as F, Michael C., Dirk Griggity. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate everything you guys do for us. And again, if you guys want your name read off, there's a part for that for the Patreon. And this week, we have got Patreon-only Xbox XOXO with voicemails because we had so many left over. So if you guys want to sign up for that, that's cool. We're gonna do probably 2 this week just because we've got so much extra content and we're a little bit behind with that, which apologies for that. We've been very busy trying to get the rundown and all this stuff going, so appreciate everything you guys do. J-Dubs, can we leave with a cheers song into the outro? Because I would love that, actually. It'd cap off a great episode.
Yeah, no problem. I also want to say thank you to most of the Patreon people, or to all the Patreon people, but for the ones specifically that have contacted me through XboxGamerPicks.com for their custom gamer picks, like I've said numerous times, that the response has been overwhelming, and I feel a little bad because this week I kind of fell behind. I was working on the rundown. I didn't get some of them done for people, but they were all quite understanding because I messaged them, and just thank you to everybody who's been supporting me in that venture, and I'm trying to make that something as well. And anyway, thank you very much.
Yes,
absolutely, absolutely. Just want to also thank Mass Murderer. He said he's getting his first check coming soon, and he's going to donate right to the Patreon. So thank you so much for that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, it means a lot, guys. It really does.
Awesome stuff. So yeah, Jay, with no further ado, I will put you in the presentation mode. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. It was a great MNC Mornings.
Your way on the interweb today takes everything you got. Taking your head and all your worries about Microsoft's Xbox. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you gotta go where everybody hates the same, and they're always mad at change. You wanna be where you can see the ponies are all the same. You wanna be where everybody hates Bill Gates. You wanna be where ponies know the media is all the same. You wanna go where everyone loves Sony.